Hello everybody and welcome back to ISR Saturday. I'm doing a recap post-session today because of reasons that I will get to during the session. Mainly, I forget to hit record. So, the basic recap of the situation is everybody's managed to gather themselves back up again and managed to fight and kill the Preserver itself. Valera has had an imprint left on her mind and suit in a way that's different than the others. She can seemingly interact with their technology a little bit more than the rest of the group can. But that is mainly the recap. There's not full details on that, but I'm sure we'll get more into it in the session. Anyway, have a good time.
I mean, I have my saber. You can keep the dang thing.
Oh, okay. Cool. Ion saber stats, please.
It's quite powerful.
Yes.
Here, I have my ion saber. I'll give you my stats from Azalea.
Is it different though?
No, about the
Shouldn't
same.
be any different. I think they're the same stats. Hers is just labeled as a prototype because she got it when it was first released. Also, I forgot to hit record. So good. I'll do a recap on my end.
PogChamp.
Okay, good to know.
Are you gonna just do
getting all my
the
stuff right now.
pause in the editing and be like, "This is where I was supposed to do my recap."
Yep.
All
Just do a
ion
pause.
saber.
And this is where he knew he should have done his recap.
He should have done something like that.
Oh,
hand to
yes, go
hand.
for it. Whoa, wait. I must get to
Yes.
Actually, I might be able to download it from Twitch. I think I can download it.
Ion.
Oh gosh. I don't
Save.
have my ion saber anymore. It got burnt.
Oh yeah, it did.
But I have a Glessus blade now. But I still have the
Oof.
same stats.
Oof.
We'll
Okay.
do that.
Okay.
All right. Hand to hand.
Range. Yep. Hand to hand. Range 1 to 2.
Because you
Depending
can
on how much
extend
power
or
you're extending with.
retract the ion saber's length, because it can change based on how much energy you're putting into it.
Okay.
Plus hand to hand of 6.
Holy crap! I actually have a good hand to hand, so this is insane.
Power
Is that for
usage.
skill bonus? Is that for skill bonus?
Yes.
Skill bonus of 6.
Mhm.
Okay. Power usage.
10.
Oh. Okay.
Damage 30.
Dear God.
And its damage type is ion.
And
Oh.
remember that ion sabers ignore shields.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I found that out when I got hit.
Yeah.
So
They cannot work in vacuum, and they require a crap ton of power at the first startup.
yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Let me look at my suit real quick. 3. Yeah, that's it. Guess what I'm buying with my Dosh?
A core?
Gore.
Yep.
Hey, if you lose your whole body, I could work with that.
Braxis just
Anyway.
wants you to die at this point to rebuild you. We can rebuild him.
Part of me wants to just let it happen.
But yeah, that's the situation you guys are in.
Ooh.
There's just
I have-
just silence now.
I have a name for my Glessus greatsword. Requiem.
Requiem. Very nice.
Um,
On the other hand,
I guess
I'm
just
gonna take off.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No,
I'm gonna
your turn
take.
first.
I know the head is massive.
Yep. It's like the size of, I believe I said it was not quite your body, but it was like it's pretty darn close to that. It was a really big machine.
I want
Are
to
you-
take a piece of the preserver, so because it's like I just
Do you say that out loud?
what?
Do you say I want to take a piece of the preserver? Do you say that out loud?
Yeah.
I'm gonna help her. You're gonna sell it for money, right?
Yes.
I think so. Plus, I also just kind of want to study it. Its
Alright.
machines are very interesting.
I'm gonna pull out Stabby and start cutting.
Stabby.
Cole.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna have him, have Harvey put another layer of armor using the preserver's body.
The
Oh.
preserver is not in any condition to be able to be used to, like,
We're like trying
as
to get
armor.
the head.
Yeah. I'd say the head is like the only piece that's actually intact. It took 2 tank rounds to the chest.
I will take.
Are there any circuitry?
Oh, I
in
guess
the-
that's
in
easier.
the,
Yeah.
Head area that works.
Like near the head that works?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like any like data storage.
That's what I was thinking.
Um,
I'm taking.
Like some
Circuitry-
chips or circuit cards
They're
or
just like trying
something
to figure
like
it out.
that.
Harvey's in the background, just like already like.
circuitry, yes. That was not a very helpful D20 roll. Data storage looks like yes.
Nice.
Okay.
I
I'm just gonna
am
tell
going to
Abraxas
collect that.
to cut the head off, and we can bring it back to the ship and dissect it further.
All
Can
right,
I
Harvey
add
kind of goes.
data storage information. Like, well,
and it
like,
starts cutting across the top.
I was just gonna say.
Okay.
I thought I was gonna sell this for a pretty penny.
Well, we'll sell it, but we'll take stuff out.
We'll learn from it first.
I agree.
Then yeah.
Speaking of which, on Dosh, I'd like to spend the money I have on upgrading my stuff.
I'm down with that. But we'll need your ship. So hold on. I go over back to the edge. And I comms in Waylon. I say, Waylon, are you still there?
Yes.
Oh no, Waylon!
Alright.
I've been falling for 30 minutes.
I laugh. I say, okay.
You gonna pick me up?
One moment. Yep. I'm
Just
coming
hanging
to get
out.
you.
Is
I
he
look over back at
out
them
of-
and I say, yeah.
Out of character, is he actually still falling?
I mean,
He's doing
going
this.
perpetually up and down.
Oh, you should have had us roll perception to see if we see him go by.
Just upside down.
Passes by a couple of times.
Every time he passes, he just gets less like distressed. Like ah.
Just sees it's like cutting apart the.
Alright. I look over and I say, I will get the ship and meet you guys back on the other side. And I drop.
You jump. Do you like the
I panic for a hot second, look over, like, what the hell are you doing?
Valir drops
That's
off
what
the edge?
I give you the salute and then I literally don't jump off. I just
I attempt to catch her because I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, you're like, you can roll grapple.
Oh, if she
You're
misses,
coming
I'll
with
try
me
and
then.
lasso him.
You know what?
I'm
We
gonna
go
walk with him.
together, I guess.
I'm gonna have my
Maybe.
lasso out just in case.
5
That's a
credits
whopping
per pickup.
7.
What was that, Alan?
5 credits per pickup.
I'll take that.
Sorry, what was the what was it that you got?
7.
7. You attempt to grab her and you miss.
Who are we grabbing?
he tried to grab me as I jumped off the edge.
I'm gonna roll for my lasso for a grapple.
I don't realize what Valir is doing, so instinctively I'm like,
Yeah, go ahead and roll grapple with a lasso.
I'm just like shaking my head. I'm like, I have Harvey construct like a net of ungodly proportions using the materials that I can
Is that
weave
an
it.
accuracy based for
No,
my grapple
it's just
or
grapple.
actual grapple?
Okay.
Me,
just
I
grapple.
don't care. I'm interested in the data storage.
I got an 18 for grapple.
All right, you go to like lasso as Valera, and you go, whoosh, and it catches her just as she's like doing this, and it's like,
I,
And I look
Cool.
over.
I have Harvey weave that net now.
hold
Well,
on,
you're
that'll
still
take a little
pretty
while for him to do that.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
why?
So who do I have on my end of my lasso right now?
Valera,
Valera.
who's like doing
All
this
right.
off the side of the platform.
All right. I'm gonna dig my heels in.
I go to
Yeah.
grab her and like pull her back
No,
up.
no, no, no. Don't not yet. Not
No?
yet. I still got the rope here. I
I'm
shout out.
Coming?
Waylon.
I shout out. When you see Waylon, grab him.
I give you a thumbs up.
And this
But
is how
just
we're gonna
drop
grab.
him
This is how we're
slowly.
grabbing Waylon now. We're gonna wait until he goes by and see if we can.
Man.
If like he's like
look over.
he's like here, and Valera's here, I'll just like run
here's-
with her.
here's the
so she'll move
issue.
over.
Guys,
Here's
if
the
you
issue,
guys
Clay.
actually-
The starship is on the other side.
I'd like to remind you guys, if you try to grab him, he's going like really fast. You're gonna rip.
There's
his
a moment
arms
where you
or your
stop.
arms
There's
off.
a moment where you pause, and then you have to start going back down. So, I think that's kind of what their plan is, to grab him when he's like reached that.
Yeah, when he's like reached the very slow, and then you got to come back, because we're at that spot where he'll slow down, and then he'll go back down the other way.
Clay, I'd like to remind you that I need to go there anyways, so we can pilot the ship back. 'Cause it's on the other side of the Discworld.
I'm going with
So
you.
what are we rescuing him from?
I
Her from?
tie the lasso to myself and jump off.
I would say I go with her. I hold
Fine,
up the
okay
Valera,
then.
I go with her. I hold on to Valera and I go.
Hey, wait, we still need to come back with the tank.
I offer Odessian like calms Alan like you guys need to run back to the tank.
Yes.
Yes, please. I
don't know what-
appreciate one.
Abraxas rolls his eyes, but you can't see it because his visor's down.
His head just goes.
Yeah, I was like, I tell the captain, you can have this as salvage. I point to the head of the preserver.
Sounds fun. We will
Harvey's
be-
grabbed it, and he's now holding it up above his head, or like his body, and he's kind of holding it there with
Alright,
his arms.
I'll walk back to the tank then. He can if he falls.
Okay, you guys start heading back to the tank. You're now going back down the trail which you climbed up originally. Harvey is doing his own thing. And the trip goes... Well, I rolled a nat one, I don't care. It goes well.
No, you can't. You can't.
I can't?
You're obligated.
No, you can't.
I can't fudge that for you guys? Okay.
Uh-oh.
You're obligated as a DM. That's the code. It's the honor.
If it's a 2, I'd say you can fudge it. But it's a nat 1
Come on.
we're talking about.
This is
Wow,
true.
the captain and everyone is gonna die. Good luck trying to get a ship again.
Yeah,
It's probably safer to jump off. So, as you guys are
Honestly, you're
walking
right.
down, Harvey's, he's stepping around, and then there's that space which you guys had issues with originally, and he kind of like, built that bridge across once he'd made it. But he goes to step on it, and he starts bending down, like bending the material down as it's like cracks underneath him. Now with this massive head on him, it's not supporting his weight anymore, and then it breaks fully out from under him, and his back feet like dig in and latch on as his front body goes onto like the wall down that's like just drops straight down, and then that material just drops down and starts banging as it goes and falls down into the abyss. Harvey goes, and he's like, and he's starting to kind of slip as his back 2 legs are no longer completely grabbing him or supporting him.
Wait, was anyone riding on Harvey?
No, he's got that
Okay.
machine. He's got the big, the head that he's
Preserver
carrying.
head.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, what happened to everyone who was on top of Harvey?
So
They
everybody
went
who's there,
flying.
you see him
Kinda
start to
happened.
literally start to like slip, and his feet are just dragging to the edge.
Does anyone have a chain on them?
I have a rope. I have a rope on him, me.
Fine. Grab the rope, tie it to him, get to the tank.
Okay.
Mind
Well,
you,
I
you
want-
have to get over this gap, and he
True.
went first.
Well-
Anyone able to lift a...
Conrad already looking at blueprints for Harvey 2.0.
No, I mean the head's not important to me, so I'm dumping the head.
Okay. Works for me.
Alright, can I salvage the storage device? The STATA on it.
No. I'm dumping the head. I don't care.
Okay, heads
I'm dumping
down.
the
The
head.
bot's a bit more, bit better to keep than a head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That. Well, there we go. Lost the head.
He goes.
Pity.
You can see it go. It starts falling down, slams to the ground like a very, very distant ways down to another ledge. Harvey then starts like being able to grab himself and start pulling himself back up as he finally moves back to that point. He then digs into the wall again, making more molten rock, and eventually spits it back across and creating that platform for you guys.
Awesome.
He lets you all go first.
I just
Right away.
After you.
I'll give the captain 100,000 creds for your troubles. Lost your salvage.
It's no worries.
I'll take it. I'm not even there.
No.
Just from the abyss. I'll take it.
I'll take it. From the abyss, you guys are falling down together. Who all went with you? So it was Clay,
Valera and Clay.
Valera, and who?
Kiara.
And
Oh,
Clay.
Kiara also went.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So
I grabbed
you
onto
three-
Valir and went.
You three are all falling together. You've got the lasso tied around you and tied around Valera, and Kiara's just hugging around Valera like as you guys are.
As I'm going down, just
I lock onto Waylon and I say, "Get ready."
He goes,
listen for this cowboy.
"You guys understand? You're gonna rip me in half, right?"
I tell the whale I warned him.
You guys zoom past, and Waylon goes and flies past you.
Oh no.
Max speeds.
Roll perception.
Oh God.
All of us?
Just the three of you, yeah.
Okay.
Postmaster's perception. 3.
Raxus doesn't really care anymore. He's just heading back to the tank.
Yep.
I just board Harvey now and offer Odessia and Alan passage on Harvey.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I take it.
Now that it's
I'm
no
a
rest of
longer
you,
weighted down.
mid.
but-
Make your way back to the tank successfully, now without the head.
Where? I don't know where ISR chat went.
It's in the
So
same
if you look
place.
at Tabletop,
Oh, I had it minimized. My bad.
Gotcha. And on that 20, very nice. Well, all of you see this. As you're drifting down, you're kind of starting to slow and like go in the other direction, and then you're going to fall back again. You see a small shuttle fly out from one of the tunnels and drift over to you guys. It then grabs onto all of you using a tractor beam, and then brings you up into its main crew storage, crew center, and it places you all in that location. The main door closes.
Well,
You can see
before
Cutter
we
holding
go
on
in,
to like an arm grapple. Well, go ahead.
do I
Nice.
recognize this? What is
No.
this? All right, I'm pulling the gun out.
Let's say I
Valera, you do
pull out
recognize it.
Bow and arrow.
Yeah.
Hostilities.
I put a hand on the gun and say, "She's a friend."
Cutter's got her arm
She
on
helped
like
us.
an arm, like a brace. And she goes, "Well, you lived." Jeez. All right, where's the other one? are you?
He's on his
She
he's
points
on his way
to it.
back. This
Um,
is Clay, and this is Kiara, and they both are part of my
Our.
group.
Crew?
I part of
our crew?
nothing.
You can see her kind of like look over each individual one of you, kind of looking back at Valera like, what? And then looking at Kiara, and she instantly grabs the pistol from her hip and points it at her.
I grabbed my other pistol
Instinctively, I
and
pull
pointed
out
at her.
bow and arrow and have it pointed at her.
In fact, I mark her forehead.
What?
Cutter goes,
Uh,
you have a Shenzhen in
Also,
your
you
group?
We
You
trust
have
her.
2 guns on you right now.
Haven't you learned from the war never to trust a Shenzhen?
I pipe up. I trust her with my life.
Hey, who are
Same
you?
Here.
Cocks my gun. Your worst nightmare.
I
All right,
I
cowboy,
just straight
she
I straight
says.
up One moment. I say,
You got 30
Waylon
seconds.
should be
and I'll
on the
make
way
a
back right
painting
now.
on the wall behind her.
Waylon should be on the way back, and that's enough.
She goes and decharges her weapon and holds it up and then puts it back. She goes, "All right, but if you so much as flinch or sneeze, I will have you thrown from the shuttle," she says to Kiara.
I slowly lower my bow and arrow and put the arrow back away.
And I
Still
will do
watching.
a very, very flashy twirl with both my guns back into my holsters.
Cutter watches the whole thing with her face just.
And as soon as my guns get in the holster, I say, "You got to get through me first, woman."
Can't believe you take yourself that seriously, she says. All right, grab the other one.
I think I'm pretty cool.
And you can feel the shuttle shift, and she grabs onto the I don't know what you call it, the brace again. You hold it, you hear the whole shuttle and start to shift around.
I'll lock my mag boots down, and then I'll light up a cigar.
I just kind of lock down with my staff.
Gotcha. Yeah, you kind of brace it against something. The door opens up again, and you can see it tractor beams onto an individual off in the distance who's like, and then gets pulled in slowly, and he goes, "Ah!" And he kind of like looks up at all of you. Morning.
I help him up. I hold up my hand to help him up.
He grabs
As soon as he gets up, I'm gonna grab him, give him a firm handshake, and say, "Wayland, you SOB! I didn't think you were gonna make it.
Yeah, a lot of people said that.
We need to go get a drink."
Sounds about right. The doors slide closed. So, where do you need to go?
We need to head back up to the ship.
All right. Is there anybody else that I should worry about?
No,
Other Shenzhen
they're
by
all
chance?
going the other way. Nah.
No, I'm the only
Oh,
one.
there's 17 more
just a few-
Shenzhens, all
Just a
crawling
few
around.
ill-tempered matrix.
You know, I'm starting to like all of you less and less the more I talk to you. But I will deal
I never
with it
liked
for
you
now.
from the beginning.
You hated
Motley
me from the
Cowboy.
beginning, so
Stop.
you hated me from the beginning. So I mean,
At least you're self-aware, she says to Kiara.
Oof.
All right. Let's go pick up
Yeah, back to the ship.
your ill-tempered Matrix friends then.
Yeah, we need to get back to the ship.
Yes.
We're
As we
keeping
get
the
to the tank, I check on Nova real quick. How you doing?
Yeah, you guys kind of get down to that location. You can see Nova sitting in like the main gunner, like in the seat there, and it goes.
He's
Kinda lifts him up,
like ready to shoot.
And he goes, "I think my head's getting better."
Here, I toss him one of like the nanite
He goes,
syringes.
and he throws it off to the side. Oh, I do think I'm getting better. What do you
Good
say
to
about
see.
that shot, though?
It's a good shot. Well done, it killed it. I don't think I
Oh.
would have made it without it.
Did you get any loot?
I like show Harvey's like tear gun.
Oh,
And the couple.
interesting. Does it work?
Don't know yet. Shenzhen has the core. I have to extract it somehow.
Interesting.
But we'll see. Gonna see if it works first.
I heard a loud bang earlier. Is that besides me, of course? Is that important?
We salvaged the head, but fortunately the platform was unstable, so we had to lose it.
Oh, well, that's sad.
But I didn't lose
Had
it.
data that could have been used, but we kept the drone, which is good.
Yes, our good friend Harvey. I remember him.
Yes.
What are the other the others?
They decided to go back to the other side of the world.
They were catching whale with their arms.
Interesting. Well,
That's what I.
Took the fast rat back.
perhaps physics is on their side, but on their side. Yes, he's going in Irish now.
He's still concussed, guys.
physics
Still
on their
concussed.
side. Yeah, swapping accents. It's just the DM being awful. So, well, all right. We can go further inland as well.
Yeah, that's the idea.
That's
Go
the
through the city, out the other side to where our ship's awaiting.
Ah,
If we can keep the tank, it would be optimal. It would
Hell
Very
increase
nice.
our arsenal.
If we can find a second tank, we can make some money.
As you guys are talking, you hear a and you see a vehicle.
What is that target?
The doors are open, and you see an individual standing there with their arm, and then a couple others that you recognize, of course, in the sides there.
I still point change and payday.
Waylon goes,
And I'll give him a with my hat.
I just lower it a little bit.
I jump down. Abraxas, it's your buddy. Don't worry.
the
Where?
shuttle kind of comes around when it sets itself down. It's quite small enough to fit in the tunnels, which, I mean, are quite large anyway. But you'd say it's like maybe a 10, 15-man shuttle.
They can't pick up the tank, can it?
No.
I think you're
We're driving
forgetting.
this
We,
tank.
the ship is on the other side of the planet.
Don't worry about it. We'll make it
Still
there
need to get the tank somehow.
yeah.
I would
hear
still like
I hear
the ship.
Abraxas say that,
Fly
and I
back
say,
around.
I want the tank.
Yes. We're
Hop on.
keeping the tank.
Hop on, we don't know what's in there yet.
gonna
Cutter
hop on
steps
the
out
tank.
with everybody and says, "Hello, everybody. I'm Captain
evening.
Cutter.
I like
Nice to meet you."
I host
Nice to
him
meet you.
and like reveal my hand like Abraxas.
She shakes it. So you're one of the ill-tempered matrix I've heard so much about.
Who said it? The monk.
A mixture of folks. I'm not going to
It was the
just
monk.
spoil the fun.
Definitely the monk.
That's just what I thought.
Oy vey.
I can be diplomatic.
Well,
Hey, Nova.
not too worried.
How
Yes.
can
Can we finish our checkers game?
I seem to have forgotten how to play.
Oh, don't worry. I'll teach you. You were teaching me. I'll reteach you.
Oh, all right. Was this while my head was damaged?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh dear. Oh, no. All right.
Might want that looked at, by the way.
I asked Cutter, what faction do you hail from?
She taps her chest, and you can see the Alliance logo sitting on it.
Lions. Decent.
Oh, Matt.
We're part of the investigation, fleet that is currently hovering over the other side of the disk.
Yes. Then we must be sorry to you. We might have lost some data. It was unfortunate.
Well, not my data, so that's all right.
There was a preserver unit here. However, it was protecting this. I show her the payday.
And
Did not appreciate its extraction, so we negotiated.
hostile
Negotiation.
negotiations.
By killing it, I assume.
Not the best.
We did offer to return it, however, it was already hell-bent on killing us, so we returned the favor.
Well, ancient machines can be moody. Either way, I've had the pleasure to meet your friend Valera here, and I guess the pleasure to meet your Shenzhen and cowboy friend.
Yeah,
I just tip my hat down to the lady.
the cowboy's only good for hostile negotiations.
I do it.
How many times have we gotten out of some sticky situations? Just take show of hands. Show of hands. All right, good job.
I do a private
Kind of
comms.
just nod at that.
I like do a private hail to her.
I wave.
I do a private hail to Cutter.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, pardon our crew there. An interesting rabble. The Shenzhen is only kept alive because she keeps some information on the clan Liao that we can extract. I would have killed her already.
I see. Yes, I didn't expect really a Shenzhen and Matrix of all people to be working together.
It wasn't in my designs. I'm prevented from killing them for now. Though she did bear us some good fruit, we have managed to capture, and if you will ask certain sources, ship blueprints of the clan Liao.
Fascinating. Well, she drops the private comms.
I just nod at her.
Am I needed here? Are you sticking to the tank? Because I am not going to be able to carry that in this.
Yes, that is obvious. We will see if we can work our way back. The tank would be most useful on board our ship. We
the
are
ship-
currently low on landing craft.
Speaking of the ship, it's on the other side of the planet, so I'd appreciate a ride back. I'll pilot it back to the other side, and we'll get you guys picked up.
Sounds
That's a good
fun.
idea.
Well, see if we can find any other tanks along the way. There's some apparently
Sounds
in the
good.
city.
Pointing at Alan, I was like, I like the way you think.
So,
More tanks is more better.
what is your plan? Do you wish me to give you a ride back to my side?
Yes, please, because the ship is there.
I see. And then you plan to bring the ship over.
Yes, to this side
Good.
and pick them up.
The door is closed on this side. You'll have.
The ship
Oh,
is
wait.
on our side. We only went 100 kilometers away from, 100 kilometers away from it.
No, you guys.
We piloted
they flew
all the way
ship to
around.
other side.
Yeah, it was Alan
Oh,
or
Although
Valir.
they might be able to open up the door again. They know how. Just twist, slam, door opens. Everyone's happy.
I mean, you could always
Build
blow
the
the
stuff.
door open.
Nope, we already tried that.
Ah,
It ended up with a bunch of people trying to kill us and the Shenzhen getting full of bullets. Nova
Yeah.
getting a headache and the tank getting scratched. So let's not do that again.
Please no.
Paint is expensive.
I just prefer to, stay alive.
Are you telling me you died?
Yes.
I
Yeah,
died
full
too.
of bullet holes.
I was fully dead.
I tell to turn her as I said.
She goes, I can see that now. Well, Valera, I can give you a fly back.
be great.
All right. Hop in. Anybody else? Going once?
Believe it's only the monk that will be riding with you.
I
right.
want the tank. I have a vested interest in it.
I like shooting big things, so I like the tank.
I just want to keep playing checkers.
Everybody seems to have
I,
their priorities in order.
I will take I'll take Nova's spot on the gunner.
Okay. And Nova goes,
Co-pilot.
I think I need to rest a little bit more.
Actually, I'm the pilot.
Co-pilot.
If he says he needs to rest a
Be the
little more, then I'll go
co-pilot.
with
I
Valera.
will fight you for the pilot seat.
Waylon goes, I think I've had enough
My money's on-
adventure for today.
My
so
money's
I
on Q.
am going
I get the
to
brutal.
stay here.
Hearing that Nova is going to rest, I'll ask if I can go with Valera.
Works for me.
Cutter does not look
Yeah.
happy about that request, but deals with it.
I was gonna say Cutter.
She just rolls her eyes and says, get in the shuttle, and then turns around.
Okay.
Give her hell, Shenzhen.
Don't. We need.
I turn and look at you like, what the heck? No!
Um,
And then get off the ship.
Let us not break all contacts. We need people to sell it to.
she hears you say that, obviously, and she just stands in there and grabs the thing and says, I'll remember you, cowboy.
They always do, lovely.
Oh no.
She just goes,
I
see
give
you
an
in my
eye roll as
dreams.
well. Just
I
so
as
you
well.
both
I
jump
roll.
into it, and the doors, she just goes, and they close in front of her. You can see the shuttle, and then flies off. As you guys are in the shuttle, she just goes,
I agree with you. I agree. I'm very sorry you had to deal with him.
It's kind of just.
As all this
I
is
just-
going, I just calm, like, strap down or fall down, and I gun it.
Yeah.
I get inside the tank then.
everybody on there.
Strap down or fall down. Crunch.
In fact, I will sit on the end. Is there like a top turret seat?
Yeah, there's two top turrets.
There's 2 turrets on the sides, and then there's 2 cockpits here. There's one, and then there's the co-pilot. And they can transfer back and forth, but whoever isn't flying is commanding the main. Well, the main gun's actually controlled by the pilot or the gunner, or the co-pilot, so it's independent control between the two.
All right, I'll just grab on top and sit on the outside of the tank.
Okay.
Just grab onto something.
There's a little compartment inside too. That's where I'm headed to.
Yeah, you guys sit in there. There's a seat in here. It's quite expansive, actually, seeming for much taller individuals than yourselves.
Wonderful. This is great. It means there's plenty of space.
There's
soon
actually
as
like, a nice padded seat.
As soon as Abraxas guns it, I'm just gonna take my hat off and grab on and be like, "Yeah!"
Gotcha. You guys get to the other side.
You've heard of a horse rider? How about a tank rider?
Tank rider. Tank tamer.
Tank rodeo.
Oh, dear.
You guys in the shuttle make it to the other side, and she takes you out and back up and flies you back up to the escape where the main doors don't... The main doors open up, and you're able to kind of land in the small hangar.
Mm.
And from there, you're able to get out and back into the vessel. And she goes, Shenzhen, I for some reason am slightly willing to trust you more than the others, and to see that you are dealing with their situation. And you as well, Valera. You being what looks to be a monk of some kind. You're all quite a ragtag group, but
That.
good luck.
That's an understatement.
I will
Thank you,
possibly
Cutter.
see you in the future.
Yes.
Thank you, Cutter.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate
Safe
it.
travels, Cutter.
Thank you.
All right.
She
And we go in.
She grabs onto the thing again, and you can see her go bloop bloop and bring up a comms menu and then fly off.
All right. We get
Get in
in and
this.
we're gonna pilot it around.
Yep.
Alrighty.
I'm also
Guys head
gonna
up to the
put the
bridge.
core.
You,
And I'm going to plug in those coordinates just to see what's on the map as we're flying.
you plug in the coordinates, and they're actually within the Discworld.
Oh, interesting.
And where do you fly the ship?
We go around to the other side.
Okay, you fly back around
Back
to
to
the
the
other
original
side,
spot.
where you can see that the door is indeed sealed still.
Mm-hmm. Okay. As we're waiting for them, I am going to fly to the location of the coordinate,
Mm-hmm.
like where it would be.
Like above.
Yeah, above
Okay.
ground.
Yeah, you
Where are we
you
going?
fly to the exact coordinates, just like higher than should be.
And where is that on the Discworld?
It seems to be further into the center than what you guys had, location to the entrance. I'd say it's like 200-300 miles in further, which isn't much in comparison to the actual world itself, but it seems to be deep down.
Okay. Good to know. And we'll fly back, and I'll let them know about this when we.
All right,
When
so
they-
you fly
when we
back to
reconvene.
the entrance there.
Yep.
Alrighty.
I'm just gonna wait.
All right. Those who are inside.
While we're waiting, could I teach Valera checkers? Or ask if she
Yes.
wants to play checkers, and then things go very awry with the checkers.
Waylon just sits and watches. Oh no, he
Oh,
didn't. He
Waylon's
didn't join
with
you guys.
us?
Sorry, I was thinking the other. I don't know why. Twike sits and watches. There we go. Those of you who are in the tank, What are you guys up to?
Roll initiative.
Roll initiative. 5 tanks up here. Guess what?
Have fun.
Oh God.
Atesia, do you want to drive? I'm driving right now, or do you want to man the gun, or do you want us to swap?
Where are you guys going?
I'm in the gun.
Into the city.
You're going
Yeah.
deeper in?
I'll let you drive. I drove last time.
Yeah.
We're not going back just yet. We need some information.
Oh, whoa.
Sorry.
Whoa.
Sean, more loot, more tanks.
Okay.
I
Out
don't
of character.
want tanks.
Yes. Out of character. I am very squishy.
Yeah, but the tanks are not squishy, alright? There's enough of us. We can grab a second one.
If we're gonna go deeper in, I want gunner.
I mean, there's 2 gunner spots.
There,
Alright.
yeah,
The other
you
one.
can grab the top 2 gunner spots.
All right, I'm getting back in to the tank
It's
and hopping in the
outside
gunner.
the tank, though.
Well,
It's outside.
since I'm outside the tank, I'll take it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys both hop into there. Or you hop in there. I'm going to say that Nova decides to sit into the other gunner and go, well, I hope this time I don't get knocked out.
While they're doing their thing, I'm gonna talk to Nova. I was like, "Did you see that shot? That had to be a 1 in a million shot."
That was beautiful. I have
What
to
was
say
it
my
like?
shots are pretty good too, even though I'm concussed, or was concussed. I am still
Oh,
concussed.
I think we need to have a shootout there, Nova.
In a tank.
No. Back on when we get back in the regular spot.
I could support that.
Wager a little money. Your thoughts?
Sure.
Oh, I do love a good shootout. Arizona rules.
Arizona
What are
rules.
Arizona rules?
We use only the finest of weapons, and I pull out and show 'em my pistols.
Those old things.
Yes.
I suppose I will believe you have the home field advantage, though.
Okay. We'll wager 500,000 credits.
That's a bit much. Especially for you, who has trained with them your entire life.
All right. Here's the deal. I'll use one of your weapons, and you use one of mine.
That's more like it. I like that idea more.
And we'll see who can shoot the best.
I agree.
I assume that the other gunner seat is like to my left or something. I'm just gonna turn my hand out and shake his hand.
You guys are like, if you reached your hand out, you have like 6 feet between you.
All right, I'll walk up
It's
to him
kind of
and
like
shake his
calling
hand.
back and forth. Okay, yeah, you get up and he shakes your hand and then kind of switches his gun to kind of look around on the exterior. You guys are zooming across this bridge, and you guys are going fast. You can hear the whole tank going. You know what I mean, like the hover pads on it. You guys eventually make it to the mainland, which is several hundred miles in, so it takes you quite a long time to get this duration.
While we're
this
going,
distance.
I assume it takes like a few hours or so.
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell Nova all about Arizona and
He
what
listens.
life was like.
All right. He goes, well, that sounds beautiful. I'm sorry Earth had the fate that it did.
What?
Did you not know? Well, Saturn exploded for one. Well, it was blown up for one. And then, after that, it was... still in a
what's a
dormant
Saturn?
state. Are you serious? He brings up a holographic projection of the original Earth solar system, the Sol system.
No, this doesn't.
He goes,
You almost slayed me.
this is Earth.
I can see that.
All right. And he points to the next, to the Saturn world, the planet, and he goes, "This is Saturn. This is
I'm sure it is.
one of the planets in your solar system."
We didn't really go over this in school, so
Yes, I think you're slightly outdated, but this one got shot by a massive beam and exploded.
Hmm.
It shifted the entire gravitational forces in the entire solar system, and the energy shockwave also shifted the Earth's rotation. Well, the Earth's rotational orbit around the sun too close, and burned the entire surface.
That sounds like one barbecue I don't want to be a part of.
Yes, especially when you're the barbecue. But, and from there, after several thousand years passed, some things took up shop there. There was a massive battle over the surface, and then it became a good target for reconstruction. They shifted it back into the correct orbit, and then they began to reconstruct the planet. And now, a mad Zakon rules over it with a massive militant force and calls themselves Terra Alpha. Don't go there. And I know that's where you're
Do
from.
I recognize anything when he says Terra Alpha? As far as my vision I
Roll
had that one
cognitive
time?
Save.
Okay. A 1.
Oh no! So you're sitting there, and he says Terra Alpha, and then it just kind of starts fading into the background, and you're just like,
It's just unsynced blinking.
Oh no.
and in your mind, you're getting like flashbacks galore. You get the feeling of you being dragged along the ground, and you see flags whipping in the wind with like big TA logos and Terra Alpha beneath them. You hear this shouting of "Join Terra Alpha, defeat Clan Liao," and you hear the person that's dragging you cursing to themselves. As you see somebody else, you kind of look over. You see somebody else being dragged next to you by another individual. And you seem to be both being kind of pulled up onto what looks to be like gurneys or something. And they lift you up and kind of hover you into a shuttle of some kind.
Do I recognize the person that's being dragged next to me?
Yes, you do.
It's Traden?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're then loaded in. You can feel yourself like get hooked into the shuttle, and then the shouting in the background kind of turns into this.
Yeah.
And you hear the vessel go, and it starts to pump itself up and get ready, and then it starts to begin hover, and you can feel weightless strangely, and then you black out. Returning as you begin to move around, you can see across from you. And the other man starts to kind of like sit up, and he's like, oh. And he looks around for a moment and looks at you. Do you know where we are?
Padre, I know nothing.
All right.
Now, is this me reliving it, or is this me actually like finding out for the first time?
Say it's kind of you reliving it, but it's you're remembering it. But I'll let you play it out.
Okay.
Kind of sits up further. He seems to be wrapped, kind of. There seems to be some damage done to him. You must have shot him. But he goes, ah. You can see one of the guys goes, whoa, just sit down. Lay down. Who are you? And he kind of explains a little bit, and he goes, Fran, I don't know who you are.
Or what is going on?
Yeah, what is going on? Why am I hurt? He goes, well, I think there's a bullet of some kind inside you. But one moment, and he kind of grabs the device and just, boop. What kind of magic is that? It's not magic. What are you talking about? What is that? It's a medical device. A what? He continues to kind of heal him up. You can see Traden's just kind of like, man, I don't know who these people are. He kind of whispers over to you, but I think I'm dreaming. Are you real? Is any of this real?
We must be in limbo or something.
Are we sharing limbo? I don't want to share limbo with you.
You think I want to be here too?
No.
If I had my gun, I'd shoot you right now.
If I have my gun, I'll shoot you right now too. I don't know what's going on.
Be shot.
The guy is sitting there, just stands up and he goes. He hits Daniel with something, and he just goes, "What up?" And then he comes over to you and goes,
Whoa! Hey! No. I'll be nice.
Just a Spider-Man pointing name.
He goes,
Ah.
and you hear something returning, and then, this Zakon, he's quite insane. Not quite sure if he's Rifter or Prophet. I can't really tell you. Were you listening?
Listen here, Nova. I just had a dream.
You weren't listening. Well, all right.
You just have that really out of sync eye blinking.
Oh my gosh.
I just explained to Nova what I saw.
Oh, very interesting. This Daniel Traden you speak of, who is he?
He was a bounty I was tracking down back where I'm from, back in Arizona.
What kind of man is he? Is he like a bandit of some kind?
Outlaw, yes.
Oh,
He killed 17 men.
Oh, that's not good. I've
Robbed
killed
a
a few more
train,
than that.
bank. I was hired to hunt him down and bring him to the law.
And now you're
And then I
here.
ended up... Yeah.
Ah, yes, a great turn of events. Honestly, modern medicine is beautiful in comparison to what you had to deal with in those uncivilized ages.
I tell him about how if you got a splinter, they might cut your leg off or something.
Oh boy, I'm glad I was born now. Well, not now. 20,000 years ago. But now I'm here. It's fine. We're both men out of time. You're just a man more out of time than I am.
Mm. Yeah. I just kind of like, yep.
All right. Well, I explained. You had a flashback. Perhaps you shall see more. And we will understand where your friend Daniel, well, your not-so-friend Daniel went.
Speaking of which, while this, so it's not just me taking up the whole time here.
Yeah.
I wanted to send Ava
Mm-hmm.
an update on everything except for me becoming a prophet.
Okay. You go to send a comms message and it states that there's no external access detected.
Can I write it up and just have it queued to send
Yeah.
as soon as we get a signal?
Yeah, as soon as you
Yeah.
go, is in waiting.
Yeah, so I'll just do that, and then I'm gonna kick my feet back up in the gunner's seat and put my hat down and take a nap.
Gotcha. As you guys go, the rest of you guys who are on the tank, what are you all doing?
I'm just pulling up a map on like the structures, seeing
Alright.
if there's unhittable buildings, facilities.
As you zoom down, you're getting closer to the mainland. You're kind of finally on it now. You see this massive sets of structures, some of them kind of coming from large rock formations and pulling down. There's like light coming in. It seems to be kind of shifting back to like a day cycle now. You're not totally sure how that works, but you can see these massive buildings seem to be constructed out of stone, or like a stone-like material, and they're connected into the rocks, and some of them are carved out of the rock. As well as these technical kind of devices that are sitting in these different areas, and there are these beams of what look to be conduits kind of stretching in and out as well. But they're all in a very nice construction. It's all very well made.
Okay.
You see some like birds and stuff fly over you guys, and some different wildlife as you go in, and things are starting to get much more lush.
Okay.
Alright. Still have that bird.
Yes, you do.
Oh yeah.
Have our birds
And-
still. I'm gonna actually have. Can I like think of like a HUD just labeling what I see
Yeah.
as I look at it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You seem to see in the distance there are these actual clouds that are kind of like drifting and forming, and some rain coming down from them.
Okay. And can I have? Does it label what the facilities are if they are facility? Like, anything notable?
No, it just says that these seem to be some form of building, but there's nothing specific.
No specific purpose.
Not that I can identify.
Okay.
Could always investigate them.
I pointed
Do
out
I
to the
know what's
captain.
going on?
You see about the same.
Okay. See a few structures there. Do you guys need to see anything there? Want to keep going?
See any military structures or
They look like
Okay,
stone
like-
structures.
Seem to be stone structures. Don't have any specified purpose to them.
Did I perceive anything?
Hmm?
Cool. Can
Perceive
I
anything?
do perception? Like-
Oh, yeah, you
like-
can perceive
oh,
something. Go ahead.
Okay.
Alan, as you're sitting there, you feel your pack start to kind of rustle around.
Oh no.
big and heavy bird?
Forgot about my bird too.
Oh,
Just-
Clay's got a bird.
Yeah, we all grabbed one. At
Yep,
some
all
point.
three of us.
Took us a bit of a fight, then we murdered the rest.
In your
Yeah.
in your pack, you hear it go ching ching against your armor, like poking at your back.
That's fun.
Hey, Kiara,
well,
would you be down for an adventure?
Yeah,
There we
I'm
go.
down.
Mm.
Where are we going?
You'll see, but let them do their thing. Because
Okay.
this exploring thing is probably going to take the whole night. So
Okay.
pretty much.
I had 14 for perception.
14 for perception. All right. If you're looking around, you can see that these buildings and structures are holding up very well. It seems to be the test of time. There is a weather cycle here by the looks of things. There's a correct working ecosystem. You don't notice really any mechanical entities or anything like that around here. You might see like a single drone kind of fly past, like the ones that you've seen previously, and it kind of scans something on one of the buildings and flies back. You can see some of the buildings are starting to crumble a little bit in different areas, and there's a lot of vines and overgrowth on them, as well as it's almost like a very beautiful sight. And there's rain starting to kind of come down around you guys. It's a very odd situation because you guys are in this underground, and all of this structure is very organic.
Okay. Do all the buildings look the same, or like are there any distinctive features on any that keep appearing as we pass?
You're in like a very large city at this point, so there's these buildings that are kind of stretched out everywhere. They've all got different shapes, but they're all kind of in the same basic design. Some of them have other conduits and things coming out of them. Some of them have bridges attaching from one to the other. Some have extra pylons to keep them upward and correctly facing the direction they need to be going and not falling over. I would say there isn't really like a distinct meaning to any of the buildings that you can see, but there seems to be, like, as you guys get closer and closer, there's the main path that you guys are on kind of starts to end and turned into like just regular ground. You can see another structure of some kind embedded within the far rock structure, which seems to be another maybe storage facility of some kind.
All right.
Okay.
Can I point this out? I point this out to Abraxas and the captain.
What's your call, Captain?
If it's a storage facility, then there's gonna be stuff there. So, might as well go there first.
Copy that.
Warehouses first.
All right.
Copy that.
Alrighty.
Head over.
You guys head over in that direction. Those of you who are on the ship, what are you guys doing?
yes, we finished up a game of checkers.
Yes.
With
It made no
player
sense.
cards.
It made absolutely no sense to you.
But let's just roll to see who won in the first place.
All right. Go
All
ahead. G20.
15.
8.
So for some
All right.
reason, it made absolutely no sense to you, but you won. So
Was this done with
a win's a win.
cards?
Yeah, the
checkers.
checkers with cards.
Yep.
Checkers with cards.
Twike the whole time is like,
Card curse. Or check cards.
I feel like I've definitely confused Valera with the Chicards.
Yeah,
cards.
yeah. Check cards. Yeah, you definitely confused me.
I'm
stand up and
changing
say-
the name now.
Check cards. Would you be down for a little bit of an adventure?
Yeah, where we're going?
So when I go back to the captain's seat and I sit down, so when I communicated with the preserver, it noted, thanks to a big thing I did, that I could see it differently, and it imprinted some coordinates in me. And that spot that we flew up to before we came back, that's right above it.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Would you be down for a little bit more spelunking?
I'm down. I just hope I don't die again.
Yeah, let's hope we don't run into a preserver.
But if we do, get out as fast as possible.
For some reason, it seemed kind of... I don't know. Was it hostile when you first met it?
Yes, but I was a little late to the party. I was learning checkers with Nova when I got there, because, yeah. Odessia said that something didn't seem right, so I went with her and left Nova in the tank.
Ah, okay. I pilot over back to that spot.
all right. You come up above it.
Mm-hmm. Is there any doorway or anything?
There seems to be a large stone metallic plate, down
Gotcha.
below you.
I'm gonna scan it.
All right. Go ahead. Roll scan.
Rolling scan. You've heard of the Rolling Stones. Now how about the Rolling Scans? I'm out of here. Bye.
LD.
I'll be here. 16.
16. All right. So you scan down, and you seem to scan to a certain point where it then becomes hollow.
Oh.
That's weird.
That's all you get.
So is it just a gigantic plug?
You'd say you're not quite sure. It seems to be like a plate on top of it, and there may be some things inside of it that you're not able to discern, but there is a hollow portion to it.
Okay.
Sounds like a schmelevator.
Yeah. Is there any other points of interest? Any
Besides
openings nearby or anything?
there seems to be a small a structure that sticks out next to it.
Let's go down there.
You guys beam down to the surface, and you can see that there is of course, that big plate. It's you'd say it's like 2 miles long.
These.
Oh boy.
And there's a large building next to it, made of the same materials. It looks kind of like the entrance that you guys went into for the tunnels, but this one is significantly smaller. And it's just sitting there, and there's a doorway on it.
Can we go into it?
Yeah, you kind of step up to it, and this area, by the way, is much less cold and kind of a more forested location instead of
Nice.
like there's snow and stuff. So there is no snow or anything here.
All right.
But stepping up to it, you can see that there is, by the looks of things, like a little sensor, like the same kind of sensory devices that you guys were looking at previously.
Gotcha.
Could pose a small problem.
You
It
came
seems to
across
kind of
these,
like-
didn't you?
It hovers up into kind of like a sphere. It goes, and it seems to scan onto Kiara, and then it scans onto Valera, and then it locks onto you, and you detect a holographic projection of like a a set of
Oh, yep.
like screen, like same as before. Kiara, you do not get that.
Okay.
Oh, I got the screens.
Oh. How does it feel?
Like I did when I downloaded the entire language.
Oh.
Oh
Understandable.
yeah, that happened by the way. I downloaded the entire precursor language into my brain.
Oh. I'm sure that was mind blowing.
Yeah. Poor choice of words, Kiara.
Thank you. I try.
Alright, I scroll through it, and what can I sense about it?
It seems to be waiting for an input.
Open door.
Do you say that in your mind, or do you think that?
I think that.
Just think like open. All right. You see that the main doorway goes and starts to kind of shift around, and the structure of the door kind of like folds back upon itself, and there is now a walkway visible to you that goes down. It's a decently large walkway. You'd say the tank could probably fit down it, but it's stair steps.
Uh-oh.
Gotcha. I just kind of gesture. Shall we?
Yeah, let's go.
All right,
Head
you guys
on in.
continue down, and you can see as you kind of enter, there's a right turn into it, and then you open into this massive open space after you've walked down. I'd say like 2 or 3 flights, and it opens into this space, and there's a big central drop, a massive cylinder into the ground, and there's this little walkway that kind of goes from the top and then circles all the way down. You'd say it's half a mile to a mile deep.
I'm not jumping off this one.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
walk it.
Want to play Guess Who?
Sure.
Or what's it? I Spy wouldn't be a good one. So it's just 20 questions. How about?
Okay, you guys
That works.
start your 20 questions game, and you begin walking down, and we'll go back to the other group as you continue to walk.
We're all traveling somehow.
Out of curiosity, out of character, how did the Shenzhen start to be so interested in games?
I kind of.
It started with Go Fish.
It started with Go Fish, and then when she died, she kind of became more obsessed with learning games because when she was growing up, she really didn't play games as a Shenzhen. She was doing Shenzhen things. So
Like
now that
preparing
she's
for war.
exactly, so now that she's learning these things and she enjoys them and they give them serotonin, which is a new thing, she's like, "Oh, games, fun, let's play them all."
Serotonin.
Serotonin.
Lovely dreams I hope I'm having.
Yes, you are asleep and you're dreaming, but all you're hearing is noise. It's
White
black
noise, gotcha.
noise. Nope. It's just you see black and all you hear is noise, and you're not really able to discern what that noise is. But the rest of you, as you zoom up closer to the structure in the wall, you can see that there is an entrance, it seems. It's all open air. I'm going to say that, Clay, you kind of awaken as the tank sets itself down.
From the shift in movement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm just gonna open up the. Well, is there a hatch above me, or is it just outside?
It's open air. There's like
Alright,
there's a shield up here that like projects itself up, and there's the gun, and then you just stand up.
All right, I'm gonna stand up and just stand on the top of the tank, see what's going on.
Alrighty. Yeah, you can see there's a large structure sitting in front of you. It's embedded into the wall of this kind of cavernous rock that stretches far, far up above you and then kind of arcs over.
Okay.
The rest of you are also, of course, here.
I'm still heading over to that building.
Oh, you're there.
Over here.
The tank is, yeah.
I'll bang on the hatch.
Yeah, I'll get out.
You guys all start to get out and venture over to that main, I'd say, like, entrance, to which you walk inside of. And it's a very tall structure, but you'd say it's about the same height as the Preserver's main location.
Okay.
Oh boy.
But the
Somewhere-
interior is much different construction.
Private message to the Abraxas. Just be on toes? Question mark. Take point? Question
Be
mark.
on toes?
Sure.
All right, I'll immediately take point and start scanning the kind of the area in front of the tank, just like see what's going on.
Okay. The tank itself can actually seemingly fit inside this, so it starts to kind of drift along behind you guys as you walk, kind of in a protective state. So it's kind of like in a defensive
stay
follow.
In the tank
Okay.
And, man it.
All right. It changes out of the remote control or the follow mode, and then you're able to take command of it and drive it along. Roll pilot.
Oh, maybe I should have stayed in and used the remote.
Starts to it. It drops down. Never mind.
I'll drive.
Okay, let's see. Where's my pilot? Let's hope I upped it.
Do I need to roll anything for my scan?
Yeah, you'll want to roll scan
Here we go.
and roll 4 scan.
10.
10.
Ooh.
All right. Yeah, you're kind of like, and it's a massive open spaces. There are these columns that are holding it up, and you're kind of drifting in, and you can see there's these different doorways and stuff. You guys go right into the main one, and as you walk in, and there's vehicle, behind you. It's kind of a little bit far to the left, and then it bumps into what seems to be the main doorway, and just kind of, and then you instantly shift back to the center again. No major damage or anything like that. It's just kind of like a boom, and it echoes out.
I got a 17 for my scan.
Okay. You're all continuing to walk in, and it stretches now even further upward into this room. And you can see that there are what look to be mechanical structures sitting inside this room. And they're all connected via tubes and other apparatuses, either to the ceiling or to the floor. Clay, your scan yields organic matter inside these tubes.
Instantly relay a feed to Abraxas of what I'm seeing and what I found.
Alrighty.
Okay. Any more data?
With question mark, engage.
Not yet. The only time we provoked hostility is if we do something.
Yeah. I don't hear this, so I can't say anything.
Can you give me a scan?
You want me to scan again?
Oh, you already scanned.
I can go up to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's hundreds of
Okay.
these things stretching down.
I'll keep my feet on, and I'll go straight up to one of the tubes and whatever it is.
Okay. You scan onto the interior, and it seems to be some form of organic frame sitting inside.
Frame.
Frame? Question
Like it
mark.
would fit around a body. Like it's
Ah.
an open... It seems to be open, but it's organic, and there's some mechanical bits attached to it as well. You can't really see exactly what it is, but it seems to be quite tall.
Is it so now? When you say the tube, is it open or is it? I'm scanning into it and I see that.
You're scanning into it. It seems to be completely enclosed, but there seems to be like a doorway on it. There's some form of
I'll try and
liquid
open it.
inside. Okay. You go up to it and you see one of those little spheres kind of and glows up to you, and you can see the panel in front of you.
What does the panel look like?
Same as before.
I've never seen one of these. My character.
Oh, that's true. I forgot that you hadn't interacted with them. There seems to be some form of there's a screen here as well as some other information that's in a different language that you have no idea what it reads, as well as some physical interactive buttons here that haven't done anything for you, and you've swiped your hand through them. They don't do anything. You all see him start to kind of mess around with something in front of him that none of you see.
All right.
I head over.
Okay. Your footsteps echo out as you walk through.
Okay. What's up?
Hmm. I'm gonna just try putting in. Is there anything I can type? Like a.
You attempt to type, and it does not interact with the physical. I'd say like the buttons, the holographic buttons.
Now you say there's a little sphere, correct?
Yeah, there's a sphere like drifting up from the main tube in front of you.
I'm not gonna like grab it with like force. I'm just gonna like put my hand like.
You do that, and your
Yeah.
brain feels fuzzy.
Like fuzzy, like. Bad.
Just like, your brain feels fuzzy, and then I say it's kind of like little sparks, and then you see the panel in front of you kind of fizz.
I'm gonna hold on for a minute.
Nothing happens besides that. It starts
gonna
to
grab
get
it with
more
my-
and more fizzly as you're like holding it for longer.
I'm gonna grab it with my other stronger hand
Gotcha.
and begin to just kind of squeeze it a little bit, just adding
you
more
see
pressure.
the panels in front of you start to go, and it starts to all glitch out.
All right,
And
I'll
your
stop.
brain
I'll
actually
stop.
starts to kind of hurt a little bit as it does that. It's giving you a
I'll
minor
stop.
headache. Okay. The
I-
panel is now all fuzzy.
Can I still will that HUD to show up?
From these things?
No, like what just labels what things
From
are.
the tank.
Yeah. You can do that.
I look at it and just see what it does, or what it is.
Cool.
Yeah.
Does the tank have any data about the structure? Or can it scan the structure?
It kind of gives you a basic readout in your language because you did manage to swap it over. It says it's some form of organic research facility, and they constructed other organic materials and devices, as well as augmentations for the race, for the preservers.
I forward this to Clay and Eileen. Well, I just tell it to the group who's present with me.
Okay. Everybody who's here, you all get that information.
I relay back to. Can my feed pick up the holographic thing in front of me?
You mean like scan it or try to like send a picture to them?
Like, yeah. So if I have a feed up and I send it to Odysseia,
She's not able to see it.
Okay.
I won't be able to see it because we did that last time. We tried to do that. That failed.
Is there any seams on this tube?
Mhm.
All right. I'm gonna start prying it.
You Winter Soldier it. Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah.
You grab that panel in the seam and you start to yank it open as you go. Roll power.
Yeah.
The rest of you who are here, you can see him as he's like grabbing onto it and starting to rip it open.
All right.
I got 3.
Plus D20.
Oh, plus a D20. My bad.
Yes, this is non-combat, non-damaging.
19.
19. All right. Cool. Okay, so yeah, you rip it open, and you can see as all this liquid starts to pool and flood out onto the ground around you all, as it just starts to kind of seep into the different like rocks and cracks in the ground. It steams a little bit, like it's hot, and you peel the rest of it open. It goes, and you can see that there seems to be some form of exoframe, like an exterior mechanical frame, but there's organic mesh and stuff kind of around the main body. And you'd say it's like 8 feet tall.
I still get in it.
Okay. Well, I mean, as you peel it open, you can see it kind of go onto the ground, and then it starts to fall forward.
Can I stand it up and get inside of it?
Yeah, you kind of grab it by the legs and like push it back up because it is like above on a platform and then further up. You attempt to push it up and it starts to kind of lean forward.
I'll ask for a breakfast to help me.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that, I guess.
Okay. The both of you manage to kind of like position it back up again.
And I'm gonna just stand up and see what happens if I get inside of it, like inside the mesh or whatever.
Yeah, you kind of touch it.
I'll try to push myself up to match my torso with where like the shoulders and stuff would go.
You can see it kind of opens up, like it peels open. And then you go to like fit yourself into it, and it kind of shifts itself down to your height and then like latches itself over your body. Your armor plates are automatically grabbed and removed, and then it shifts itself onto you in all different forms and parts, and it goes and clicks itself into place with the armor. Your suit has been replaced.
Guys. I guess I'll step around and walk. Does it move? I'll just move my hands around.
Quite fine. You feel a kind of a request on your mind.
Like, what? Like a request? Like
you get a positive or negative. That's just all the feeling that you get from it.
I'll lean towards the positive. Like in my mind, I'll like.
Yes.
Okay.
You kind of like. You feel a sudden sharp injection into the back of your neck. And goes, and you're like, oh! And you scream out insanely loud as it's just digging into your spine. And you hear a zzz, and it goes, you're like, ugh. You kind of tug at it a little bit, and it just seems to have locked itself in place right where your spine connects to your head.
Great.
And you feel innate connection now to the suit, as if it is you.
Okay. Now, in my what? All right. I'm gonna take this puppy for a ride then.
All right. It doesn't do anything more than what you are already used to with your other suit.
Can I run faster?
What does the suit do?
Well, depends on what you want to put your stats into.
What? Wait.
You now have a Mark IV suit. It's called a preserver, or not preserver suit. Sorry, a harbinger suit.
What did I just do?
Harbinger meta fiber suit.
Just play the cyberpunk theme. That's what you just did.
I imagine the underside of your armor now looks a lot like the Crisis armor, kind of like with the strands of.
Oh wait, so I'm Prophet now?
No, what?
We're talking about Crisis.
Is that his name?
3. Yeah, that's his name, Prophet.
Oh, okay, I didn't realize. It just looks a lot like that, and of course, there's your armor on top of it. Yeah.
Okay.
And there seem to be organic fibers.
Zeph technology.
Your HUD has also altered itself a little bit with your helmet. Some of it is in a language that you don't understand.
Great. What's my new suit? Give me them stats.
Mark IV. I'm gonna say it has some interesting properties besides what it is just given you.
Not a
as
14, a
regular
Mark IV.
suit. Yes, it is a Mark IV. Let me go to suits. Suit list. Mark IV will give you 11 points. So you just added that.
Distribute.
Yeah, you can distribute, but there are 11, not 11 more points, but 11 total points out of however many you've already used from the suit that you currently have.
Wait, explain that to me. I don't understand what you're saying.
So your suit should have a suit total, like a suit bonus. I guess it should be.
Oh, yeah, okay, 2.
Skill bonus.
2.
Okay.
So I get
yes, now
11
Mark
more?
Force, you get 11 total.
Oh, so where do I add those bonuses?
It's just going to be replacing the 2 that's there.
Like, are you looking on the sheet right now?
I will.
Sorry, everybody.
You're good.
You're good.
Yeah, what's the suit type?
It is the Harbinger metafiber. suit.
Metafiber.
Yep. Oh, you got it in there. Suit bonus 11.
Yeah, but what does the bonuses do?
Those are points that you can put into your skills. From
Oh, okay.
tech down, I believe.
Yes.
So you can put
Well, I'm putting them all into power.
all of them? Dang. Remember, you
I need to use
you already used 2.
Yes, so I will put 9 of them into power.
Dang.
I need to use that freaking ion blade,
That's
dude.
the wrong... No. Power's different. That's different.
Power core.
You need power as in, like, the power
where's
usage, not your skill.
that? Where's
Yeah.
that?
And that comes
That
from
needs
a
to be your
core.
core.
I don't have.
Yeah, so like you do it like your accuracy, your skill, not your equipment.
Oh, core type.
Yeah, it's your
Yes,
equipment,
core-
not your level points.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So core type will be what?
Nothing. It's the same you already got, which is...
No, you
nothing.
don't get a core.
Yeah.
You put whatever those points onto your skills. So accuracy, power, whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
in this little thing here.
In the purple
No.
slots. Of your
That's
skills tree.
mastery. So, like, not in purple. It's in the teal blue right here.
Oh, okay.
You
Let me
got
just fix that real quick.
9 more points to spend in
Mhm.
technology down.
Well, I spent them.
Put them all in power.
Dude, I want to use my ion blade.
You can't use it on.
It's
you
the
can't
same
use-
thing. Yeah, no. It
No,
has to be
wait.
your power
Wait.
core. Power's a skill versus like power usage is different.
Your
Energy.
Oh.
Think of it as
your-
energy.
Gotcha.
your
It's like how I
ion
have to wait to
saber
have a
is-
specific core to use my sniper.
Yep.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
Yeah, so your ion saber actually uses hand to hand.
Oh, it
Also.
does.
Yes.
Or yeah, it gives the bonus it gets is from hand to hand
Freaking 6
power.
hand to hand.
Mm-hmm. No sabers.
I changed the name of my blade. My I had
There.
it as
spent
Requiem.
my points.
It's called Star Weaver now.
Nice.
All right, I got my points all set up.
Nice.
Do I need anything as far as like shields or anything like that?
No bonuses or changes there. It does have other special features, but I will not explain them yet.
I figure it out. Gotcha.
The suit itself is now going to be considered a not a sacred, but a fabled piece of equipment.
Oh God. Everyone else opening up.
Yeah, give me.
If
Yeah. Cool. What now? You said my HUD has changed. What
Slightly.
has changed?
There's some extra text up in like the top left that you're not used to seeing, like with your helmet. But you don't have your helmet on. You're just
don't?
seeing a HUD.
Oh, what the? Okay. I look at that spot and just kind of look at it. Just like
You have to do it like with peripherals, so you kind of like
yeah. So,
you kind of like look that over and you're able to focus in on it. It says something in a language you do not recognize.
whatever it says, I look on it. I look at it.
Okay. It doesn't do anything.
I just kind of focus and just like, yeah.
You're just standing there like, and nothing is happening. What are the rest of you doing that are here?
Everyone's just like, I'm like,
I look around for like weapons or actually vehicles specifically.
All right. All right.
Vehicle bay.
Roll
anything like that.
perception. And don't worry, we'll swap over to the other crew here in a moment.
We're just on our
Oh, good.
half-mile trip down.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's quite the walk.
Is it gray? Yes. Is it this wall? Damn it.
19.
19. All right. And you're looking for other weapons and other equipment and such?
And vehicles.
Vehicles, especially vehicles, right. You are looking
Yes.
around, and you can see that there are some different open areas, and they seem to be kind of arches that connect the different rooms. They're not really disconnected besides, like, the kind of idea that there are walls. Just separating the different sections of this facility, science facility, if you will.
Okay.
As you're looking around, you see what look to be parts of vehicles that you can see, but they seem to be kind of under just like testing. You see one that seems to be a tank still sitting there, like one of your similar tanks, but it's all peeled open, and you can see the internals are all just kind of sitting there.
Okay. I go towards it and just look for any, like, power sources or cores.
It does not have one.
Does not have one. What about weaponry attached to it? We can still yank.
You can see some of the weaponry that you would resemble, you recognize from the other tank. They're kind of like laying on what look to be some form of workstation or table.
I will gather those and store them in the tank.
Okay. As you grab one, you can see a device that kind of like twists itself around slightly, like a mechanical arm. It just kind of like goes to grab the weapon, and you remove it, and it goes kink. And it kind of like the mechanical arm kind of like swivels around and goes to like grab it from you.
I see if I can, like, say stop.
All right, you kind of like mentally command halt, and it goes, and it realigns itself back to its neutral position.
Wait. Can I have it reassemble this vehicle?
You kind of get that projection of a screen again. You see another sphere.
Mm-hmm.
And it gives you a red outline around the monitor. Monitor. We'll just call it a monitor. Panel.
Okay. Alright. Manifest.
Manifest of what?
Just content manifest of this room.
It gives you several sets of manifests, and it's all in a different language.
Translate English.
It scans you and changes.
Okay.
At the very top of the manifest, you can see says mind.
Mind.
It says control mind. And then all beneath that, there's different lists of parts, and you see those like exo suits, the actual suits themselves, listed as the Harbinger metafiber suits.
Okay. Any specific inventory on that?
It gives you a listing that there are like 250 of them in this facility.
I don't. Can I have it? Can I grab one?
It doesn't deny that.
Okay. Location.
It lists one as missing.
Okay. Yeah, I'll grab one. I'll look at the location.
Okay, you kind of walk back over that location, and you go up to the panel. It projects that there. And I assume you say, open?
Yep.
Okay. It does. It slides open, and you can see all of that liquid have drained out, and that suit kind of gets lifted out in front of you. And it shifts to your size.
What's up?
You might want to go here.
What do you mean by that?
Looks like they still get the. Looks like whatever Clay has, there's more of them.
Well, then we might as well get one for each crew member and a few extra then,
I agree. I will,
if possible.
seeing how his went, do the same exact thing he did.
All right, you slide into yours, and it goes and detaches all of the plates from your armor, and then kind of shifts itself over your own suit. You feel the suit underneath it get burnt away as it replaces that.
Okay.
And now you also have a Mark IV Harbinger metafiber suit. And the suit itself is, again, fabled.
Cool. Audacia.
It
Here.
requests.
Requests. Okay. What is it requesting?
Is it positive or negative?
Oh dear.
Oh, I see. I see what it is. Okay. Let me see what I have first. Oh. Out of character. This is just a Mark IV suit.
You already have a Mark IV suit, but it does have special properties.
I mean, this one doesn't have one. Well, sure. I just like sure.
It does the same, right into the base of your head, connecting to your spine. There's a sharp pain again. You go, and you can feel that HUD then like appears up in front of you, and again, not in your language. We'll switch back over to the other group for a moment. You guys finally make it to the bottom.
Yeah.
It's been a little while, and you aren't quite tired because your armor and suit are at least keeping you up and running. But you get to the bottom, and you can see what looks to be a large... I'm going to say it's like an organic... Not pod, but like a... it's kind of a spherical pod. Hold on, I'm getting a phone call real quick. I will be right back.
That's all right.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm. I say we touch it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
I dare you. I'll pull the whole Christmas story thing. I triple dog dare you.
Sorry about that.
Oh no.
It's a very large, I'm going to say pod as in like seed pod kind of looking thing. It's semi-translucent and very, very, very tall. I'd say it's like 5 stories tall.
Oh.
And you guys are down at the base of it. And you can see that there's this large kind of area that spans out, and then there's that massive cylinder where it is itself sitting.
Mm.
Is there
And
anything inside of it?
roll perception.
Oh no.
Yes. Let's do it. Oh.
Oh,
Not nat 20.
Not
22 natural.
Nice. Both of you are on the game. I'm going to say, at
Nice.
least for explanation on Kiara, you can see that there is what looks to be a very tall silhouette of something sitting inside of it. And it has legs, multiple legs.
Oh dear.
Valyria, you see something similar to that, but a little less fully.
Okay. Is it mechanical?
You're not sure. Neither of you are.
Does it have 8
I
legs
go-
or more?
It's 5.
Oh, that's weird. But
I
then
go
it's
to
not-
a panel.
Uh-huh. Sphere hovers up in front of you.
Okay.
Gives you the same kind of overlay as usual.
Identify.
You read my mind.
I'm going to say at this case, they automatically just start kind of transferring themselves over to your guys' language. Just to ease of access. And it reads something in its own language. like a Yeleshuna or whatever. And then it says underneath that, it is some form of assault device.
Interesting.
That could be helpful for us, but if it sees us as targets, we might be in trouble.
Give some specifications underneath that, and it says semi-organic, semi-machine, and give some other basic stuff.
Okay. I relay this to Kiara. Assault machine.
If it sees us as friendlies, it would definitely be helpful in our party. However, if it does not see us as friendlies, we might be in trouble. Does it say anything
Yes.
of what is equipped on
disposition.
it?
Disposition, like, towards you guys?
Yes.
It states neutral.
Status of this thing?
Operational. Inactive.
Kiara, watch out. Activate.
I was gonna say we gotta gamble this.
All right. So you say activate. At least you think it. And you see the pod kind of go and starts to split open and kind of sinks back into the ground where these points would be, where it kind of connects in. This massive 5-story, 4.5 foot story machine with these massive 5 legs stands before you. It's very tall, and the body of the legs looks kind of insectoid, as if it were able to just kind of like rotate them in any like direction that it wished. And the central body is quite, I'd say, like kind of insectoid, oblong. I can't really give a specific description of it. Besides, it looks dangerous. You hear it go. This massive boom shoots out from it. And it kind of goes and shifts around a little bit. Its whole body kind of goes and looks down at you all. The two of you, I guess.
What?
We did a thing, Sean.
I
Sorry,
look at
I gotta run
Blair.
off real quick.
You're all right.
I look at Blair and I'm like, okay, what now?
Can I sense a link?
Not really. Although, I mean, there's that kind of other thing that you sensed. It seems to be some form of, I'm going to say, a link, but not in the normal sense.
Mm-hmm. I try and link to it. Or at least try and connect with it.
Roll cognitive save.
Uh-oh.
This is with the D20, right?
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Uh-oh.
Cognitive save? $18.
You feel the presence of this thing suddenly bestow itself upon your mind. If you hadn't been prepared, it probably would have hurt you very, very badly. And you kind of go, you feel your mind, obviously, this presence go boom, and you kind of go, ugh. And Kiara, you see Valera kind of step back for a moment and shock. And then she steps forward again, kind of back to her original position. It seems to be curious about you. It states,
Give.
Shunush Madabash, kind of to you in a different language.
Yeah, you like jazz?
I gesture to myself and say, Valera.
It replies, Valera.
I nod.
You can feel it kind of rummaging through your mind for a moment. And it states, language acquired.
All right.
Where masters.
Masters.
Me.
I query its masters.
It kind of gives you an overview, a quick mental image of this location, construction of it, saying like the location in it itself, and then gives you the same symbol that you saw previously.
Oh.
Hmm.
What is their name?
It replies, in your tongue, Harbinger.
Okay.
Where are masters?
Give me a minute.
Oh.
I'm thinking. I think back to the bodies real fast. I'm like, okay. They appear to have disappeared long ago.
Where?
We don't know. But we can help you find them if you come with us.
It requests a data link
A data link.
to you.
Okay.
Roll tech save.
Oh, bro.
I feel like Kiara's just sitting there watching this, like, okay.
This is a big staring contest.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Like, if it wasn't so intense,
With
I'd have her
with
sit
the
down and start
occasional-
playing solitaire. Ha. Kiara's just like, uh-huh.
17.
You
I'm
kind of
slowly
open
going
up your
down, and
systems
that's not
before
good.
it even attempts to do a lock onto you digitally. Kiara, you sense another party join your comms link,
Hello?
and it now seems to have access to your suit and databases on your suit.
Oh.
You can feel it, not yours, Kiara, but to Valera's, and you can see it rummaging around inside of your information. It seems to be getting all recent and current events.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
It eventually stops at the verge.
Mm.
Hmm.
What of the pure one?
I mean, wait, The Verge?
Pure one.
Okay, pure one.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
And it's speaking
Um,
to you over your comms now, not over your mind.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
Kiara can hear it now.
How did you get my message? The last one.
And this thing is seemingly, its voice is like, it's a combination of multiple different speech patterns, but smoothing out the more you speak to it in your own language.
Okay. We have met it.
Great honor.
Helped us.
It then kind of turns over to Kiara and asks, "What are you?"
Kind of. Kind of.
It then pulls from Valera's own databanks, Clan Liao, Shenzhen, and then kind of cross-references your physical body and build to the scans and references of Shenzhen hostile species.
Oh no! I'm like, ah, crap. Not hostile.
I-
Not hostile.
She is not hostile. She is a friend.
It pulls up more references from Valir's databank stating Kiara, the one you are always with, to have defected, and it pulls up all of that, and then it pulls up Ulbrin's information, then it pulls up some more things related to Ulbrin, it pulls up the monks, and then pulls you up specifically, and it seems to have gotten everything from back when you first met the party up till now, as well as all the information about the party. Where is party?
They are down below.
It then pulls up more information on that as well that your suit is recorded, and it kind of like
Oh no.
gives you a digital nod, like okay.
I have a question for it. I have the knowledge of your language. You learned from me, so may I learn from you.
What do you want to learn?
How to speak your language. How to
Roll
read it.
cognitive save.
Oh, geez.
Oh no!
And then,
gotta
and
be
then,
good.
Data dump.
and then Valir's head
And then
explodes.
Valira died.
And Kiara's like,
wish to
please don't do
learn.
that to me.
I wish to.
I wish to learn.
Too much.
This is like when Edward Elric passed through the portal of truth.
Valir
Be
flops
still
over.
my heart.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
18.
Okay.
I got
Oh.
a 16 plus 2.
Oh, you're scaring me here, Chief.
You feel that there is a connection made, and suddenly you are bestowed. Hello.
Hi,
You are
babe.
bestowed with the information, and how to read and understand their language. It's not a fun process, not at all.
No.
You only
My
take
brain is kinda
one nerve damage.
My brain is kind of reconfiguring itself.
Exactly.
boy.
Yeah, it's reconfiguring it. You feel your own like common language skills are actually not really replaced, but somewhat overridden, in kind of like a sense to let you learn this. You had to remove something else, but it doesn't do it hostily or anything like that. It's just it seems a bit like it
Now
needed
foreign.
space. Yes. I mean, you can still understand it, you can still speak it, but it is just a little bit more difficult.
Oh,
Like it's
gosh.
your second learned language, and this is your first.
Interesting. Okay. Picking out that nerve. Kind of wince a bit.
Yes, it's like
You alright?
Her eyes just actually do the slot machine in the back of her head.
ching, 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 ching.
Okay.
You see my eyes go up with like code.
What? Yeah.
I kind of struggle with words for a second.
hmm
And then I'm okay.
Okay, that's good.
The machine then turns to Kiara.
Oh.
Do you wish to learn too?
Sure.
Roll cognitive.
Oh, dear God.
What is my cockpit?
Then,
We're
I feel like this is gonna go really, really poorly.
Someone's actually going to die.
Hey, that's an
Actually
18.
going.
Oh, okay. Not bad. Same thing occurs. You lose one nerve, and Common is no longer your primary language. Well, I guess Shenzhen was your primary language. Common is, I'm going to say Shenzhen is no longer your primary language.
Oh.
Can't you even
Okay.
speak to us now?
Yes, it's just like you didn't learn it first. this is replacing that and then swapping over. So it's just it's a
Okay.
little bit more processed.
like- It's kind of like, here's that, and it just kind of went.
yeah,
that.
it's
Yeah,
priority
I
in your
was
mind
the-
has been swapped. But
Yeah, I would say Shenjan's kind of like second. and
Interesting.
then-
yeah,
Now we
not in
got
like a
two people
bad way, and you
speaking
could continue to
Harbinger.
speak it and it'll get better again. Probably won't take too
Mhm.
long, but it's
Yeah.
just a part of the process.
I say, I ask you, can you hear me now in Harbinger? Jamuk Tulo R.
Nice.
Nope.
Kiara,
good.
you good?
What?
She kind of died.
I'm
said-
putting in like languages known in my
you're good.
character sheet,
Oh,
so I'm
gotcha.
Yeah,
I
actually, I need to
blanked.
do that too. I'm gonna put that right there. I'm gonna put
Good old fashioned
Harbinger.
English.
Yeah, if you don't think about it, you might start speaking to somebody in that language first.
yeah.
I'm
Harbinger
gonna
in
hope
common.
I
There
actually
we go.
spelled that right.
HARBINGER.
Oh, I did EN instead of IN.
Okay. No, I say, can you hear? Can you understand me? In Harbinger, as I as I said, kind of, Jules Tamur Kar or something like that.
I respond back in Harbinger, like, yeah, I understand you.
It's the same old Kiara, just the way she's speaking, but in Harbinger. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like it's like he's not even.
Yes!
It's like Valera's not even speaking another language.
Okay. Ha! We now have a way that we could talk without the party knowing. Ha!
Yes. I fist bump.
I do the same. I turn
Yeah.
back to the gonna call it the
Alright.
creature. I turn back to it and I say thank you in Harbinger.
It doesn't respond.
What is your name?
It gives you a set of Harbinger letters that are just an identifier.
Okay, cool. We'll figure that out later.
And you are also able to read their language now, too.
A
Nice.
Kind of
Would you like
stands
to
there.
come with us?
It kind of gives you a negative. Must wait for return.
return of who?
The Harbinger.
The makers.
The makers. While you are waiting, you could help us.
Inquiries about what? Seems significantly more intelligent now that you're speaking to it in its own language.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. We are also observing the Harbingers. We are learning about them, as this is something relatively lost time by the entire known universe. So we are learning, and having you would be a great asset.
I am dedicated for a purpose, and that purpose is not to learn or assist.
What is your purpose aside from wait?
Wait. I must wait for that purpose.
Oh. Hmm. Very well then. I'm not going to try and push because I just kind of glance over at it. This thing seems very powerful.
We should
Just a
shoot
little
it.
bit.
One hit, one kill.
Yeah.
High five. Dead.
Let's just
And
call
high
tier
fives
this.
you
Yeah.
and dives.
Culture it. Do it. No, I'm just kidding.
In that case, I will not be one to pry or push. But When the Harbinger return, I must make a request. When the Harbinger return, hostile or not to any of us, can you tell them that we are friendly? At least us two.
I will attempt to do so, but to them I am a mere assault drone. Dedicated to destruction and raising. I am one of many.
We are Legion.
Okay.
Are there more of you located nearby?
I am not aware. I know there are
Okay.
many, but I do not know where.
Okay. In that case, we will leave you be.
It kind of
I
moves its body in like a nod to you.
I gently bow, and I say, "Thank you for your time.
Thank you
It's
indeed.
been
And
most rewarding."
I politely nod to it and thank it as well.
It responds to you. Since you are leaving, I shall bestow one last piece of advice.
Yes.
I am myself created with the knowledge of the Pure One. Trust it. As I see in your current events, there are many things occurring.
Trust
Okay.
it. Okay.
And for my creators to return, these events must go smoothly.
Okay.
Out of character.
I understand.
What?
This ties in beautifully into next season.
Yeah.
You have no idea how excited I am for next season. And terrified.
I have no idea what's happening next season. When does next season start?
January?
Around the same time last season started, or this season, hopefully.
So next year.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're trying to keep these seasons to our ages about a year.
Mm.
Sean, I was literally about to press enter, and you typed it before I did.
I know. We have the same mind.
Uh-oh.
Okay. In that case,
Urge.
would you like us? How will you go back into your pod?
You can hear it go, and then this starts to come back up and seals itself again, and you can feel the connection break itself from you, and you see the device inside of it go, and kind of sits down again.
Okay.
That went a lot
we
better
just
than
gained a. Yeah, actually.
Not gonna lie, I was half expecting to see Death's door again with that. but,
Hi!
glad it went better. Pretty much.
Just kind of looks at you. Here's you. Just goes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
No.
Death beam. In that case, let's go back to the ship. But we have gained a ton of knowledge.
Indeed.
I find myself slipping back into Harbinger.
We have
Without
gained a
thinking about it, I follow.
We have gained a lot of knowledge.
A lot of knowledge. Knowledge.
Knowledge is a word that we should use.
All right, you guys begin the long hike back up the cylinder.
What game are we playing this time?
I have no idea. Not middle child star. I don't want star. Delete
What did
message.
Star do now?
No, I accidentally added him when I'm trying to add you.
Oh.
You're oldest child, he's middle child.
Yes, I am the eldest.
There we go.
All right. The rest of you guys who are back
Yes.
in the depths, you're all standing there. Have you all equipped the suit to yourselves?
Is that what you guys are doing?
No.
Because you saw me
Yeah.
get it, and you're like, "Oh, this is cool."
No,
Yeah.
he
No,
said there was
I'm
more,
just
so we
watching.
equipped it.
I'm just watching. I refuse to.
Yeah, you like your suit.
I like my suit.
Yes.
I have a
Actually, let me-
feeling that
let me
this is
check my
gonna bite us
suit
in the
real
butt
quick.
real bad. But let's just go with it.
Remember that is also fabled, Peter, if you are considering if you have the same type of suit. It does have special properties, but you're not aware of those properties.
Trying to figure
And
out.
just a heads up for everyone, you can have 2 fabled pieces of armor, or 1 fabled, 1 sacred, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes,
I don't
well,
think I
I
have
think
anything
my
sacred.
suit is interesting. I might as well just grab the Harbinger one. It's better.
All right. The rest of you who do start to equip it to yourselves, yes, no. It asks for request. Yes. Positive. Negative.
What happens if one says no?
Do you say no?
No one said that.
I said no. I want to see what happens.
You say no, and the suit goes and it pops off of you and slams itself to the ground, just laying out. And your armor underneath it
Huh.
was not burned off.
Wait! My armor was burned off.
The suit
Yes.
was burned off, not the armor itself. The armor was lifted up and then replaced, but the suit under it was burned off.
Oh, this went underneath my armor.
Mhm.
Got you. I'm
Yep.
thinking
It-
it's like
It cooked your armor.
Yeah. Didn't burn you, but yeah.
Alright, well, I guess I'll put the suit back on then. After taking off the suit I had.
Also, Cole, I realized that we haven't eaten
I'll
anything.
just...
Nope.
I mean, I guess I'll put the suit back on and say yes,
Yes,
this
no?
time.
All right. Right into the base of your neck, as usual. It connects yourself, and you get that HUD now reappear in some languages that you don't understand.
I just
Do
said,
I-
translate to my language, pretty much.
It does not work.
Gosh darn it.
do I feel a connection to them now as they're putting their suits on?
Mm-hmm. You can feel the displacement between you and them and how far you are and their innate state. Everything.
I'm gonna put my helmet on and see if my HUD changes and see if I can interact with them.
Your
With-
suit HUD and your eyes adapt to your helmet, and it all kind of shifts together correctly.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can like gain any kind of if I can dig through any of their information with my.
It doesn't give you like their data or anything like that, but it gives you their basics. Like I'm gonna say out of character, it allows you to read your allies' health, shields, all their stats like that at any point in time, no matter how far away you are from them.
Okay. I'm gonna just keep messing around and going to that corner whenever you said peripheral and see if I can just keep activating that.
All right. It does not do anything. You all, now that you all have this on, especially Clay, now that your helmet is on, you detect that something seems to be looking at you, that you are being observed.
Great.
Observe in any certain direction.
You can kind of get an innate sense for something that's connected to your suit from the main chamber behind this one.
I push into that connection with my mind.
Not allowed. Does not allow you to do that. You kind of get a pushback.
I'll just say with my mind yes or no, just like the suit did.
Nothing occurs.
I'm just gonna go take point
All right.
at that section.
Alrighty. You kind of go up to the doorway.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. You walk in that doorway, and you enter a massive space. It's completely hollow, and at the very center is a large sphere. And there's a small, like, kind of space that kind of opens up to it and hovers above it, and is just kind of drifting there and rotating.
I'll walk up to it.
The whole thing kind of goes and shifts around and rotates towards you. And there is a rune, like a symbol, that is in place of where you think its eye would be, and it rotates down to look at you.
I didn't notice anything on my HUD.
It states on your HUD that is in direct contact, like it's focusing on you and only you.
I'll just focus on it. Non-hostile.
It has the same response back.
I'm just gonna say hello.
It states, one of my drones has interacted with one of your people. 2 of them. 1 species different.
The monk and the lizard.
Correct. You are human.
Yes.
I'm surprised the armor would fit around you, or this suit can fit on you. It was not built to adapt to your size. You are quite small and feeble.
Thanks. I, get my knees get sore every once in a while, but I get by.
Your species is very weak.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks.
I'm only being factual.
Look, I'm just gonna ask about the suit. Like, I don't know anything about it, and we just were looking around and found this.
It allows you, and whoever else is wearing these suits, to be innately connected to one another.
I gathered that when I could see their vital signs and etc.
It also has the ability to automatically adapt to other kinds of damages that are affecting you.
That's nice. I kind of explain what I see when I do the thing in my eye, and I just tell him I don't know what it is, and
You can see it goes.
nothing happens.
It scans you for a moment, and then you can see the device shifts into your language. It actually states your name.
Oh,
Oh, jeez.
thank
The
you.
same thing happens to all of your guys' all of your guys' HUDs. They all switch to your names up there. Yep, save you, because you are not wearing that gear.
Very nice.
What does that mean?
I also know where you are at all times.
That's good.
I kind of just like do a little like that's kind of creepy, but okay.
That is my position here.
What are you? I ask him.
I am one of several monitors.
Abraxas?
Far more intelligent than the preserver that you all killed.
Kind of just a little.
I look at him like, yeah.
It's a quite impressive display of power for such a feeble set of species.
Okay. Yeah.
Again, I am just being factual. No insult is meant.
No, it's not that. It's just, Anyway, moving on. So, like, if we leave here, you know where we're at?
Correct.
Like, anywhere.
Correct.
Yeah, okay. I don't like
No.
It is by design. As I said, I am surprised that armor suit would fit on you at all.
that. I thought it'd be cool. I just got in it.
Why are you all down here?
Yeah.
I understand that Valera and your friend, your other ally, Kiara, I believe, are exploring by just simply curiosity's sake. You all seem to be stuck down here.
We're kind of doing the same thing, exploring, trying to find stuff, which we did,
Do you wish to
which
leave?
I'm sure you already know. Out of curiosity, I'm just not arguing. Just why?
Why what?
Why should we leave?
I asked if you want to leave, not why you should leave.
Oh, I thought you said for us to leave.
Would you like to leave?
Well, we were sent here to kind of investigate the Harbingers, and we have been trying to figure out this time anomaly.
They have been
stuff.
gone for quite some time. I have made my own work here while they have been gone.
Who is they?
The Harbinger.
Oh. Yeah, I'll let Abraxas.
Do you call me? Oh, okay. I didn't know if you called me. Actually, called me. Or was it
No,
you?
I did. I basically turned around and said Abraxas.
Okay. I approach you then. Yes.
You can see that rune on it kind of splits and becomes 2 runes. This is now focusing its attention on both of you.
Dude, like I kind of look at Abraxas like I'm really getting some bad vibes right now.
You do not need to
I'm
be
used.
nervous.
I'm used to this type of stuff. I don't care. I'm like,
I'm
Why
gonna
are
close
you
my.
taking my things?
I tell him I'll take it off if you want.
I don't mind.
we're
I do
here.
not mean the suits. That is a good experiment. Why are you taking my other things?
I just took the suit.
The eyes switch over to Abraxas only.
curiosity's sake and potential application.
I understand. I am also quite curious. You may take it.
Thank you.
I would like to
We
see it
did.
work, and I will monitor to see
Bless
if it
you.
does.
I did offer to return it before, however, that ship has passed the time. But I appreciate it. Are you the control mind?
I am.
Ah.
One of many sectors.
Overseers?
Correct. There are some on the surface as well.
Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it.
On the Brexis, it sounds like you already know a lot about
You-
us.
Kill it.
am aware of your species thanks to your 2 allies.
Ah,
While he's talking, I'm just gonna light up a cigar again.
not
The
in
eye
my
splits
group.
and
Not-
looks at you while you do that.
I'm just gonna hold the flame and go like,
It kind of follows it.
I kind of just like, and just light it. I took my helmet back off, by the way.
It gets smaller as you do so, like it's focusing in on you.
2 entities within our group or separate?
Yes, Kiara and Valera.
Ah, I see.
They are quite nice.
What did they tell you?
They told me quite a few things. Well, not meaning so. My drone relayed the information as it should.
I am curious. What is the function of this? It's quite a large installation. This disc. I was sent here by my faction to investigate it.
It is one of thousands of discs to house the Harbinger species.
Are there any currently on this disc?
It kind of looks for a moment. Negative. All current inhabitants are deceased.
I see. Well, since you are aware, since you are aware of our whereabouts and our actions, we are here to scavenge, or if you will permit us, get additional gear to improve our survivability. It's getting quite dangerous up.
I am fine with that. You may take several things. I have become quite bored down here myself and have attempted my own experiments. I would like to see them operate outside of contained spaces. Although,
Do you want to come with us?
I am already with you.
I may have, like,
Your other allies,
Um.
one of which did take my armor, or my suit, and the other of which did not. Is there any specific reason that she, I believe, did not?
I don't know.
Can you call her in here, please?
I will.
Private message Odysseus. Oh snap!
I message Odysseus, and I do. While I call her, like, may I make a request? My comms seem to be dampened this distance.
From the disc.
Correct.
That is because
At
your
least from
technology
within.
is inferior.
Does this augment my communication?
I will not be able to augment such an inferior piece of technology, but I will provide you with superior pieces of technology.
It would be appreciated.
Before you can see that another rune kind of forms up onto it, and it projects out a beam and starts to manufacture a small comm system that'll link into your own armor perfectly.
I put Harvey out as well. You say?
So you go to grab it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It drags it back for a moment.
Yep.
I see several bits of information on your mind. Don't mind me, I'm not trying to peer. I see your intentions. You wish to an outside contact. I'm not sure what with. Is there a purpose?
Let them know that this is... that you hold information and do not destroy it.
What is them?
I have limited information. You may access what I have if you wish.
I do, it states, and then instantly roll tech save.
Goes 0. Okay, so that's 16.
16?
Yeah. With D20.
You take 3 cyber damage, and that would lose you 3 nerve.
Okay.
And it kind of brute forces its way into your systems. You weren't able to open them up fast enough for it to instantly dive in. And it starts to peer into that information. It grabs things on the Forgeborn, Fellhammer, all of those. And then pulls itself back out of your tech. They seem quite hostile.
Only if they are hostile to them immediately.
I have no hostilities to our exteriors. My job is to monitor and apparently be a man of science.
They are men. They are people of science. They're, I believe...
Then I wish to
Their
speak to them.
intentions.
Zoop, and then it kind of hovers up to you, the comms.
Sure. I send them a data packet of, like, intentions, disposition, and current technology acquired.
All right, you go click.
And, yeah. I just let them know that this is a non-hostile, and it seems to be more interested in archiving than anything else.
You hear a response, an affirmative on the other end, but no reply.
Okay.
Valera
be here.
and Kiara, you both gain instant comms access back to Abraxas suddenly.
Oh,
Hello.
Abraxas.
Is everything all right?
Everything's fine. We're talking to the control mind.
Interesting. Impressive.
What's your status?
We are fine. We just finished talking to a drone.
I see.
Quite
Very well.
interesting.
Good, as long as you are doing well.
We might attempt to, yeah.
Roll linguistics.
I was
And
saying,
we
how
might
often are
search
we
for
slipping
other-
up on words?
Yeah, roll linguistics.
Okay. Dang.
Should I also roll?
Yeah.
Yes, if you go to speak.
But
Yeah.
my attempt to say is we are going to search for additional cities down below. That's what I am going to attempt to say.
9.
Okay. Kiara, what are you going to try and say?
I'll explain that we ran into a drone, but we're safe and, like Valera said,
16.
we're continuing on searching.
So you you say that, you're like, yeah, we found a drone and we're attempting to, we're attempting
Have you
to...
lost cognitive function, Shenzhen?
Clearly too much.
If you
drink.
knew,
Valera is
I
more
see.
capable of speaking out what your
would-
intentions are.
I just say
knowledge, you would knowledge.
I have
I
a
just say-
question for the overseer.
Right.
The correct term is
You would
monitor.
know.
And I say, we learned some interesting. We learned some new things, but they're we learned some new things, but they are still trying. We are still getting used to it. We learned the language, but it's still very much at the forefront of our minds. We are searching for more cities.
I see.
I do believe it is a side effect of learning our language.
It appears to have taken the forefront of our language abilities.
I
Also,
believe-
who is this?
New person.
I am the monitor.
Okay.
Okay. Hello. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Can you teach me any card games?
I do not know what card games are.
Oh. I should teach you solitaire sometime.
I do. Question for the.
Anyways,
overseer.
Abraxas.
I say that believe the Forgeborn will be better will handle information better.
Would you be able to, if we do not find any other cities or areas down below, would you happen to bring up some equipment for us?
$20. Yes.
Hmm?
Am I in this comm or no?
No, I believe it's just Valir, myself, and Abraxas.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And the
And
monitor.
the monitor.
Wait, what was going on? I'm
Yeah,
like lost
bring
now.
stuff up.
I asked you if we could not find any other cities, would you happen to bring up some equipment for us?
We're already doing that.
Much appreciated.
Great. I appreciate that.
Anyway, control mind. I order Harvey control Harvey would you be? We have acquired one of the preserver's weapons, and I'm curious to see its compatibility. Timelines here seem to be ancient, and I have future tech merged with this. It's an amalgam, if you will. Curious to see if I can integrate this tear weapon for matter conversion, offensively and as construction possible.
I cannot let it operate both ways on your drone, but I can cause it to work in one of two, either in a hostile manner or a constructive manner.
Where did constructive manner? Hostile manner.
Affirmative. Sad, but affirmative. And it kind of like connects to Harvey's the gun. It kind of refuses it to his armor and kind of builds up that section a little bit. And then it seems
I imagine
that
Harvey kind of looks around like
it kind of
I just unless you happen to have another one, we would be able as a constructive.
These specific weapons are designated to preservers specifically. I see you met the very special preserver with the honor of guarding the weapon.
Ah, yes.
Somehow, yes.
I'm surprised you
the-
bested it.
Through sheer luck.
And a tank.
And a tank.
Yeah.
Sadly, the tank will not operate off of the disc.
Very well.
It does not have a localized power
Oh.
source.
We can fix that.
Is there a way we could integrate a power source?
Sadly, you cannot.
Independent? I see. Point
He
is
kind
moot
of,
for it.
the eyes kind of gesture over to the location that you were at previously. It states, that was my attempt. And making an independent tank. Tank I will use in your terms.
I see.
I have a question for the overseer, but I don't know if Abraxas was done.
I just gotta see. Do you have any other armaments, or could you
Yes.
augment this gun?
The which gun?
Actually, no, I don't want that. I don't want to do that. Just armaments.
My nose is not being nice to me. Okay. Sorry. Hold on. I
You're
just
not
got a
bleeding.
bloody nose. I'm sorry. Give me a
Oh.
moment. Yeah. BRB! I'm sorry. Pausing for a moment.
All right, we're pausing.
All right, we're back. Sorry about that. That was random,
You
and
should
yeah. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I feel awful. Okay, we'll return to it now. Sorry.
Armaments.
Armaments. Yes, it does. It states yes, there are
Uh,
indeed other armaments.
Do you have any in the form of a rifle or a pistol, or melee? All of them.
All of the above.
Sure.
You can see that one of the doors on the left, or I'm gonna say like on the left of the main chamber, not his chamber, opens up.
Okay.
I'm gonna run over there.
I have opened the main doors for you as well. You may now exit. I apologize that you are all stuck in here.
It is.
Awesome.
Apologize for our trespassing, and it has proven to be quite profitable for both of us, it seems.
Yes, I have learned additional information about your species and collected a lot of data and information from your suits.
I turned to Odessa. Are
And
you
mines.
sure you don't want any of these suits?
I see that
I
she
don't
has
trust it.
superior technology compared to what you previously had. It emanates an energy I do not recognize.
Yes, we both have. I pull out change. Similar technology.
The eyes, like the symbols change and they shrink, and they actually change colors a little bit as they scan those items, including Odyssea's armor.
Hmm.
Your technology is not technology. It is an imbue. It seems to be altered with some form of external force.
Oh yeah.
I like smile a little bit, like this is correct.
I'll flash my patch up too, and show him my eye.
A third one.
I am.
And it kind of, they all focus in on those items specifically.
I'll
I
even show
Change
him a
is
mark.
lifted from your hand.
okay.
It kind of
Like
drifts.
I just
to
let
you.
it go.
And it gains all three eyes onto one. It looks at the looks at it, and you can see it scan it and not alter it, but like scan it and investigate it, and then it returns it to your hand.
I'll put a
Okay.
mark on my hand and show it to him.
You're making it visible to it.
Mm-hmm.
It does the same. Your hand is then drawn closer to it.
It rips off.
I'll also
your
show
hand.
him the
I want to see
void
your hand.
that I can open.
Oh yeah, I do the same thing.
You guys are kind of bragging and showcasing your
I
abilities.
just stand there.
Yeah, just it then of course does
With my
it
arms
looks you
crossed.
over as well and looks at your armor and your suit and kind of scans deep within the gear itself, and then pulls back. As you guys are all kind of showing off, its eyes are just kind of like separating and changing and watching what you guys are all doing. Your abilities resemble that of another set of entities.
Oh, I wonder what those are.
Entities of what I believe is the opposite of your own abilities.
I kind of look at him quizzically.
I think you're probably correct.
I witnessed their abilities firsthand. They are quite dangerous.
I believe they haven't met these ones yet.
I have met far worse.
I mentioned the name Eden Grey.
I do not recognize that name.
I
But-
say, what was her name? Conrad, help me. Angel Death Lady
Ozen.
Azen. I say
Oh.
Azen.
I do not recognize that name either.
I look at kind of like him more intensely, and I tell him he can pry in my mind.
You do get the sense, roll cognitive save. Every time,
Oh, that was a natural 20.
no problem at all. You feel it connect to you. There's like a boom, and you're like, whoa, okay. You kind of braced for it perfectly in time. It searches through and it finds Azen in your mind. It kind of grabs an image of her. And then,
I'm going to see if it can
Retracts.
hear me while it's in my mind.
okay.
I'm going to ask it while it's in my mind about if it can reveal any more information about the visions I've been having with Terra Alpha, Daniel Trade, and
It's like it's like pulling from your mind, and then it goes, it stops. And then it peers back through your mind again. Roll cognitive save again.
jeez. I legit just rolled another 20.
Wow. Okay. You don't feel like there's any damage done to you, but it's searching significantly stronger for specific information that you're asking it to. I am unable to search your minds. For such inferior beings, specific information as such seems very difficult to find. Who was the last of you? It states. There is one more I have not spoken to yet.
Oh, right. Fish boy.
Oh, what do you want?
Fish boy.
Yeah.
Monitor. What would you like from McDonald?
Oh no, are we crashing? Hold on.
Oh
Okay.
no.
We're good? Are we
Yeah.
good?
I think the
Okay.
internet's going down.
I thought so too, but I think it's like we're
I don't
good.
know. Nothing's loading for me.
Okay. Chicken nuggets, that's fine. It's a good choice. But yes.
Monitor, what would you like from McDonald's? I would like some chicken McNuggets.
It does it kind of speaks directly to Alan.
10 piece or 20?
Yeah, it's fine. 20 or 10. Oh, not 20. It speaks directly to Alan. What are you?
He's a fish.
How very generalized.
Mark
You seem to be
Quinn.
aquatic species. Mark Quinn. What is your defining traits? Besides your
The
physical looks?
fact that we survived the Sentinels better than the other races.
It's do you go into the main room?
Sure.
Okay. All of its eyes that it kind of was looking around as you guys are doing things peer at you and says, "What are sentinels?"
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh no.
Survived sentinels.
Yeah, they caused a collapse a while back among a number of civilizations.
The collapsed civilization. Can you give me references, images, examples?
Let him stick his fingers in your brain.
Well,
I would preferably
No,
pull them up on your
Brett?
technology, not your mind.
I mean, I'll try and pull up,
Okay.
all references of the collapse, essentially.
All right. You kind of put them out there, and it
Or the
connects to
gap.
your technology, but does not do so very hostily. As you're kind of just like outputting them. It grabs the images and information that you're sending to it, and it pulls up some holographic projections of sentinels and their like overlays and stuff, and it looks them over. Fascinating. They are far superior to any of you. I can see why it was possible for them to collapse your civilization as they did.
Sure.
I did not mean that as an insult.
I mean, my civilization survived.
This is true. You must be far superior. Or at least more intelligent.
Just hard to get at.
So neither?
Does not go well. So that's how we're standing among the ruins of a factory of a species smarter than us. I am feeling humble right now.
I suppose that could also mean you view this as an inferior location, as it has been destroyed.
Well, no,
Abandoned.
seeing as were you not? Did you not say? Didn't someone say the Harbingers were fought by the? What are they called again? The Seraphim. And those can beat us pretty easily.
Its eyes kind of shift again, and its symbol changes, and it seems to change to what looks to be kind of a resurrection symbol. The Seraphim are inferior, and they are an abomination to the Harbinger species.
Well, they're dangerous, too. So,
They are unintelligent, and they are not even living. Do you
what do you mean
have
by that?
interactions and relations with these Seraphim?
Say yes, I dare you.
I mean, I'll try and pull up any, not anything we have on the Seraphim. I don't think it'd be much, just a kind of deal of these could kill us.
Your lack of information on the Seraphim makes me believe that you have no contact with them. Or little contact, and no relationship. That is good. But I am sad to see that they are still alive. They shouldn't be. What is your question?
I just forgot about, and I pull out, I assume, I don't know if my bird is still asleep or what's going on with it.
I think it's just kind of realized its fate. You go and grab it, it just kind of hangs there, and it's just like...
Seriously?
What is this?
That is an avian species. Have you seen a bird before?
That response was awesome.
That is a bird.
Who knew? A bird is a bird.
Okay.
What is the
I'll
word for
I'll
the
restate the
species?
question.
Bird.
What is it?
Bird
Hold on.
is the word.
Bird is the word. What was your question?
I said I will restate the question in character.
Okay. Please do.
Obviously, this is a bird.
Oh, good.
I've never seen one like it, is what I'm saying.
There are many different species of birds.
I'm gonna shoot myself.
Probably should have asked a robot.
Every planet has different species. Some have the same.
I'm
This
just gonna slowly
is a
just put it
genetically
back in.
modified species, created by another monitor.
Oh, that's cool.
So you guys create species or alter them.
Yeah.
This world is completely fabricated. In all ways. All of the specimens are species that you will find that were never truly... They never truly existed before. There are many
were
solar
made.
systems that took to create this disk. All species were wiped, genetics stored, and then recombined.
Is it just between him and the monitor, or can I hear this as
It's
well?
stating it to him, vocally. You can all hear his
Okay.
conversation.
You say, I did perform a slight experiment on mine.
I am aware.
Now, is
It
my bird
was-
still tied up, or is it just sitting there? That's the main question.
It's tied up.
While he's talking, I'm going to hold on to its feet
Mhm.
with my strong hand
Yeah.
and untie it.
Okay, you untie it and untie its wings and everything. All right. It kind of hangs there and it flaps a couple times and tries to like fly away and then just kind of.
This is it. This is how I die.
I'm just gonna chill.
Recollect the bird.
No. I was curious more. I'd like to take it with me and train it.
And that is your
Experiment.
prerogative, not mine. I am fine
I know.
with that. I have many birds to spare.
Just more curious about it.
Recalls the amount of times the amount of birds we napalmed.
I have many more
I have
birds.
many birds to spare. I have many birds to
Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that?
I have many birds to spare. I have many birds to spare.
I have many birds to spare.
But yeah, no, I'll just chill out. While they're talking, I'm gonna go to the room where he opened up and there's like weapons or something.
Yep, same here.
All right.
I'm gonna follow.
You can see as you guys are kind of walking, there's a hologram that's projected of itself that's much smaller, like this big, and it kind of
that's cool.
drifts with you.
I ask him if we can talk to him that way at all times.
If you have my armor and my suit, yes.
Okay. I asked that if I talk to him, I'd like to, when I place my hand in a certain position, that's when I'd like to talk to him. So when I put my hand out, basically, I'm saying when I do the ghost thing off of Destiny.
Yeah, you want to
2.
see the ghost appear.
Yeah.
I do not understand why, but I suppose that is possible.
Very nice. Anyway, continue.
If you even just like wave your hand even slightly past that position, he kind of goes and vanishes as you. You guys are looking
Anyway.
around in here. All of these weapons are very big. They're all meant for like 8-9 foot tall entities to be carrying them.
I grabbed the biggest one in the entire
What happens when you
room.
pick one up?
I have Harvey just grab a bunch of them and integrate it.
Yeah, no,
Um,
I'll roll perception to see if there's like a massive, like, whatever it is.
You go
I'm
to like the
taking it.
very back left, and you find a very, very large weapon,
Like, how large?
like 3 feet tall.
I'm taking it.
It's also like 2 feet wide.
Is it a
You go to
gun?
lift it up and you go, and it seems to be some
I will
form of
drag
energy
this
weapon,
thing.
like a beam.
I'm dragging
want-
it.
Do you want me to put it on Harvey?
This is mine.
Very well. Is there
It's
another
like
one of
500
them?
pounds.
Ah, dang it.
Do
Yes.
you want me to put
Your
it on
arm, you go,
Harvey?
and you start to carry it, and your suit, you can start moving it.
All right, I'll carry it.
Okay?
Does it shrink to his size?
No.
Okay.
I ask him again as he tries to lift it. Are you sure you don't want Harvey to carry it?
Can I put it on my shoulder? Like,
You go, and you're like, oh, yeah, you can carry it, but not very effectively. Your armor's taking a lot of it.
Oh, cool. Is there anything small? In there, or
Small?
Are they all huge?
The smallest thing you find is something like this big, and it's a dagger, but it's like supposed to be like your size dagger, but it's like this big.
I take it.
All right, it's like a short sword dagger.
I'll take it, definitely.
that's awesome.
Cole, I sent you a message.
All right, thank you.
While I'm dragging this thing, I'm going to put my hand out to talk to him like, you know, I said I would. What is this?
Oh, to the you go.
Yeah,
You're holding it, and you go.
yeah.
He goes. It is a plasma beam.
Uh-huh.
Something manufactured a couple years ago. It is used for high-intensity mining.
I kind of like get a little Can it kill things?
Can mining lasers of your type kill people?
I don't know nothing about mining lasers at all. I don't even know what it is.
I have a pick.
You see Harvey kind of goes, and it brings out its mining beam and goes into the wall, and you can see it just carves right through it. And then it looks back at you. Kind of like, yes, it can kill people.
Yeah.
It is quite large for you.
Do you have anything that fits me that does this big boom? Big booms?
It kind of directs you over to something else. Yeah, you're able to find a smaller weapon. It's like this large. You'd like have to carry it like this, and it's like a smaller version of the other thing.
Sean, do you still want that big thing?
Yeah, I do. I'm gonna give it to Harvey.
Yes.
Conrad,
You're
no.
Excuse me, sorry. It's our mining. It's our mining mining combat drone.
It reminds people.
Insides. It minds their insides.
Conrad.
Yes.
Oh, sorry,
Well-
not Conrad. Sorry, my bad.
So you said
Cool.
it says it does the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Similar.
I was more specifically looking for explosions, like an area of effect. Maybe perhaps a grenade.
This weapon you can charge up.
All right, sold.
It does indeed
Call-
allow for a large area of effect. Explosion.
Sold. I'll just go ahead and walk back and wait for the rest of the party.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna call that beam the Instatan 9000.
What is
Cool.
Josiah,
Charcoal
yes.
brick maker.
Do we fight another city?
Some
Some
not
point?
from what you guys are exploring. You guys kind of go down to the main entrance, and the doors actually open for you.
Nice. Okay, cool.
As you guys are out there,
I
you're kind
just,
of like standing there, investigating it. Well, actually, you guys, go
Yes.
ahead.
One thing I do request, Abraxas, if you could find armor. I don't want anything else. I would just like some armor.
I was saying, you personally know I need a shield because you witnessed me die, then come back to life when I
Yeah.
even said I need a shield.
Well, I gotta think on.
Well, as you're thinking, as you two are standing on the exterior, you see the gate up above the world open up and a ship begin to fly through. And you see that the vessel is very large.
Oh.
It's definitely forge-born. And it starts to kind of push over the surface, and it spans all of your view. It's so large as it like gets closer and closer. Just cast a shadow.
Oath of Vengeance.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Beaming down to the surface in golden beams of light, you see that there are several Forgeborn that appear before you. One of which,
hide.
one of oh no, and one of which is one of which is Chiron.
Oh,
I hide. I hide. I hide. I hide.
Kiara, you just kind of like
Wait, Chiron comes in?
and your whole armor and such kind of comes over it. Conrad, if you're okay with it, can I do the Chiron stuff? Okay.
Oh man.
Uh-oh.
He just
Remember
kind of
seeing
like
Chiron, right?
you guys all kind of know of Chiron. He's kind of infamous.
Yeah. Fair.
How do you not know of Chiron?
Did we meet him before, Conrad?
Mm-mm.
Or was that a different one? That
You
was
met
different
you met
Forgeborn.
like First Sons, Forgeborn.
Oh right. And then
Um,
that first son got vaporized.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Wow.
Yes, he did. He done
Yeah, that's what I
did.
expected. He
Yeah.
kind of like looks you both over, Kiara, you have your helmet on, so you're not instantly recognizable as a Shenzhen. And he just like walks past you.
Mhm.
He and
Chiron,
all
I
of the people that follow him, it seems. He goes, kind of looks at you for a moment, and goes, and then continues.
Okay.
And he continues to walk down the tunnel.
I message Abraxas. For foreigner here.
I know.
Okay.
There
You
are.
can see they kind of gate themselves to the end of the tunnel, and then they gate themselves from there, and then they just kind of take that tunnel very, very quickly by using their visual line of sight.
Cool.
I'm
What
just
are you who are
dead
up here
silent.
still doing?
I'm still looking for weapons.
Okay.
I message her and ask if I message Kiara. Go back to the ship.
Don't have to tell me twice. I'm behind
She
like
beams up.
I
I-
calmly go, and then as soon as I'm out of sight of them, I'm going. just going.
He starts taking the ship out of there. That's not what I meant.
Actually, leaves. Wait.
Wait, what?
I won't actually leave you, but I'm gonna like lock myself in my room, like having a panic attack moment.
Yeah, you're like, you feel this kind of panic come over you because you know exactly that these guys do not like you. They will not like you, and if they know that's you, it's a very bad time for you.
It's game over.
Take them to the pit.
And you're just kind of sitting in your room, and you're just not like fetal position rocking or anything like that. But you're just like kind of clenching your fists and trying to take deep breaths and calm yourself. But you do eventually do so. But looking outside your window, looking up above, you can see the ship just spans everything.
It's like 80 kilometers long and like kilometers wide.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
It's massive. But yeah, you're able to kind of calm down a little bit while you're up there. But that's about the extent of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Valera, what are you doing?
In that case, I just follow the forge board. I just follow the forge board down.
Alrighty. You follow them down. You kind of take your own
it's just
route as well.
Kind of like okay.
It takes you a while to walk down. I'm going to say you're able to like kind of find a quicker transport using a smaller vehicle. And you eventually make your way down. The rest of you who are down here, you're still searching for weapons. I think we'll go for the exact specifics of the weapons that you find throughout the week, and then we can add them to your characters and stuff, so we can do that.
Cool.
Okay.
But as you are all searching for weapons, you see the monitor kind of perks up. I'm detecting more specimen entering the disc. Are these the ones you called?
They are.
All right. Well, I cannot. I await their arrival.
Oh wait, I will wait. Report to them anyway.
What were you gonna say there, Sean?
Oh, I'm just gonna wait for him to be a moment and ask him how do I word it? I would like to use this armor to its fullest potential. Let's put it that way.
Your own suit, as I said previously, is able to adapt to the armor or to damage types that you receive.
I was saying, this seems to be an under armor. Is there an over armor that goes over top of it?
There are forms.
Are they here?
Yes.
I will forgo the weapon if I can have one of them.
I will allow it. One instead of the other is fine.
I put my weapon back.
Okay. He kind of directs you into that area where you can find some armor that would attach to the surface of this.
I look for what looks to be the most heaviest, battle-hardened, for definitely frontline assault.
Okay. You can see there are some like plated bits of armor and stuff here and there, and then you do find the largest set. And in grabbing them, you can see they kind of shrink down to match your size again, and they seem to shed material as they do so. And you lock them into place. They kind of magnetize to your armor in the correct locations, even as you're just like holding them. They go.
Okay.
They're quite thick, but they're not as thick as like the largest armor you could find. They seem to be just like far superior and thinner. I'll speak to you about specifics on that.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay. But otherwise, as you guys are all kind of searching and going through things, Alan, you're kind of near the doorway and searching through something, and you see the sets of large individuals start to walk in. And you kind of peer up, and you can see a very, very large and glowing, there's this kind of like burning emblem on his chest, and like literal flames kind of like pouring off of him. And he looks over at you, and he nods, and then he continues.
Yo.
Yo.
4 others follow him in, as well as one Majran, by the looks of things. He looks a little bit different than you're used to, and he kind of looks at you, and then kind of watches you as he walks past, and then looks forward again.
All right.
They don't seem to pay you any mind.
Then I don't pay them any mind.
And I think
Right.
we'll end there for tonight, because it's getting pretty late for everybody, but I know it's a pretty slow session, but I think it's probably good after last session.
Oh, yeah.
Just a little.
Speaking of which, our food is just about to arrive, so
Perfect timing.
perfect timing.
Alrighty, guys. Well, thank you all for joining us. I hope you enjoyed and had some fun listening in. See, there were some folks in chat. They weren't typing or anything, but they were just there. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and have a great one. See you next time.
All right.
Bye.